this is something that I kind of want to get into the habit of doing. What consumables do you guys have? Potions, any magical items that have restoration or anything along those lines?
I have 5 rations and 0... Oh, yes, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Wand of magic missiles.
Do you guys have a bag of holding?
I have a bag of holding. I don't really remember what's in it. I just kind of been like, I have a bag of holding, and now I'll stop worrying about how much I'm carrying.
Yeah.
And someone has something, and maybe you have it, maybe I have it. Who cares? Because there's a bag of holding involved.
Yeah. Okay. Health potions? Either of you?
I'm checking. Equipment. I have bag of holding. Disguise kit. No, rations. I have 5 a day's worth.
Okay.
And I have a torch, 10 torches, and water skin.
Okay. No potions?
Nope, no potions right
now.
now.
No potions for me.
Okay. How is everybody doing on gold?
I have 582 gold.
Well, sheesh, good for you. I have 22 gold and like maybe 25, 30 after silver and copper.
Okay, so run that by me one more time. Wong, you have 582
gold.
Do you want the exact change?
No. I'm just trying to get a gauge.
About 30 gold.
Okay.
You know, the only reason I have this much gold, I sold Captain Theoden's ring from the Feathergale Knights, which I really hope that doesn't bite me in the ass.
I really wish
now that I'm thinking about it.
Cantrip.
Yeah,
I'm hoping that will level up soon, and we can get cantrips again.
You can't change your cantrips, Joe.
You can add cantrips if you get a new cantrip.
What? That happens? Is a sorcerer?
As you level up, you gain like this many spell slots and this many cantrips. So if it goes from 4 to 5, then you can pick a new cantrip. Rad.
Joe, can you do me a favor and toss that in her little bowl since you're a little bit easier to get there?
I was about to pour it in the water because I didn't see that it was water.
Thank you. Okay. So, who would like to get the... Boy, what a good start.
I'm going to give it a go.
Sure.
Do it.
So, we were en route to the Scarlet Moon Hall.
New dice?
What?
New dice?
No.
The black ones?
No. They're not.
He's had those forever.
Yeah. These are like my go-to dice right here. My red and black dragon dice and my black smoky dice.
I do not like the
also
color
available at tinytiefling.com.
Very nice. I do not like the color red, but I figured it was appropriate for tonight's mission.
Yes. Yeah. Well, then you're going to hate the tinytiefling.com, aren't you? Because the logo's red.
Tonight's episode is brought to you by Tiny Tiefling.
Red has a purpose. It is not my personality.
Yeah, can we sponsor this?
This episode.
Am I getting paid?
No, because it's not even live yet. So if you go there, you still need a password to get on. All right,
do it.
Okay,
take a shot.
Scarlet Moon Hall. We are going to the Scarlet Moon Hall to retrieve Vagar's daughter.
Yagar.
And try to figure out what is going on with these factions. You had an inside woman named Jack, J-A-Q, I believe. J-A-Q.
I don't think that was ever really established. No. I've been writing it down as J-A-C-K.
I guess I always imagined it
his
was
backstory.
But yeah, anyways.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't ever give you the name Jack, as I said she was like Jack from Mass Effect. I didn't ever say her name was Jack.
Oh, well, there we are.
It's Jack now.
Yeah.
So we're here to meet Jack, and who was going to explain some things that were going on. We got here, and I think I did a flight on my hippogriff.
Correct.
Very smoggy area. And there's a large Burning Man style figure that's being constructed. And there seems to be some big event that involves burning that. And we thought it was some cult ritual thing, and now it kind of seems like it's more of a festival. And that led to an unfortunate encounter with Kara, the Blue Dragonborn druid, who we thought was hostile. Maybe she wasn't. She plane shifted away to the water plane.
After we kicked her dog and beat her up and things
like that. I think we were very aggressive because we thought we were needing to be aggressive. Our intention was to kill her and then impersonate her. Still impersonated her, actually.
Yeah.
You succeeded on that front.
Yeah. Because if there's one thing that End can do, it's lie and trick people.
Yeah.
Yay!
We're the heroes. I swear. I swear we're the heroes.
We are definitely good? Question mark.
I think that's really it. We used message in a pseudo could have worked AM radio sort of way to locate where Jack was.
Sort of. We'll crack down on that a little bit should the need arise again, but I don't think that's going to be too necessary.
You actually got to her before I did.
Yes.
And I think that's where we left off.
That is true. One thing that I do want to go over really quick is that you had also met up with a group of druids as well.
Right.
Yeah, so those
In
are some of the
disguise.
people that I was impersonating. Her Kara with.
You
Do
were-
have those
you were-
pretzels here too.
Oh, yeah.
I can grab them.
There's a bag of carrots there, too. Try and mind the munching, though, for the camera. If it's possible. Or the camera, the microphone.
Well, I will try. Carrots are quite loud. I don't know what to do about it. But... What was that?
Oh, that was me
That was
making
a
like a
goose.
faux goose.
I'll try to just chew with my mouth
Chris,
closed.
here's to you.
Yeah, cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers,
In
cheers.
the possible last in-person session that Mike's going to be able to play for a while. When'd you say? Next week?
When do you sail?
I begin December 2nd.
Okay.
So I could potentially have another if we have time for
Well, I guess that all depends on how far we get tonight.
that. All right.
So, we kind of fade in on this kind of dirty, smoggy, ash-filled environment. It's gotten to the point where you guys have spent enough time here that you're kind of used to the occasional singe and cinder flying through the air and kind of like landing on your face, the occasional, not quite a burn, but just the feeling of just warmth completely taken over you. When you arrived, it was nighttime, but in the time that you've spent here, this large circular haze that's encompassed itself in the valley, you start to realize is also blocking out all of the external light sources as well. It's almost impossible to tell what time of day it is, as there's no real reference point of the sun or moon in the sky. Just absolute blackout.
So we know that we've been there longer than a few hours.
You've been there for probably about an hour or two or so, because you had that one combat encounter.
Sure.
And you had your impersonation. So, I mean, it is still likely night, but the only visible indicator that you have of that is obviously the sky, and when you look up,
It's just
nothing.
fog.
Thick, heavy smog.
Smog. All right. So where do we stand? Where are we standing currently?
Well, you're with Jack.
Oh.
Yes.
So we're picking up. Oh, we're right here.
Right there.
Okay. Great.
Am I there?
You can slowly approach from behind if you want to. So, I mean, you can really enter whenever you'd like to.
Okay.
I will do so.
All right,
When
Jack.
I want to.
All right. All right.
Jack, I've been waiting for you a long time.
You're Jack.
Shit.
All right, we're off to a good start.
Wong,
Yes,
I've been waiting
Jack.
for you a long time.
Yeah, you mentioned I got sent and then I got lost, and I'm sorry I took so long.
Have you forgotten your mission?
Absolutely not. I would ask that you don't ask any follow-up questions to that. Because we both know why I'm here.
We do, and are you aware that you have a responsibility not only to your monastery, but also to Master Shifu?
Yes, I'm well aware of my responsibility. I'm to investigate the goings-on of the Druids of the Scarlet Moon Hall.
That is correct. And what have you found so far?
So far, I've found that a dragonborn woman named Kara was living up the hill, and she was not aggressive, but I still tried to kill her.
And do you think that was a wise move to make, Wong?
Well, you see...
I ask this with no judgment. I'm asking because it is a matter of self-reflection. Do you think you made the right move?
Looking back on it, probably not. Probably not. No.
I see.
Yeah. Do you know, actually, can I ask you something? Do you know
course.
of the orc child held captive here?
I've heard some rumblings about a child somewhere around.
Mm.
I don't know the details.
Well, we're here. I say we. I'm not here alone. I brought a friend, a tiefling sorcerer with a lot of skills and a lot of talents who I trust.
I see.
And
Is it this fellow over here? Or this person over here, rather, because you're still disguised as Kara, I think. An hour hasn't passed if that's how long your spell was.
I didn't say that I dropped it, so yeah. Kara approaches.
oh shit. Oh, end. End.
End.
Right. Gotcha.
Right?
Right.
What?
Jack. End. Jack.
Nice to meet. Oh, and I look at my hand and see the blue scaly thing. Oh, sorry. This is Jack then?
Yes. This is my close friend, and we've been through a lot.
Sorry about that. When I drop polymorph and say, "Nice to meet you," and I reach my hand out.
Quite the illusion. Pleasure.
No, it's not an illusion.
Like I said, he's a sorcerer. He's got lots of tricks up his sleeve. He's really good he's really tidy in a scrap too.
Was it a trick of the eye, then, End?
No, there's a full transformation.
But still, you'd use it for deception.
Of course. When
It is an
necessary.
illusion. One of the most powerful allies that you can have on the battlefield.
Dude, you're so cool. I mean,
Not technically an illusion, but I feel like that's not the detail that we need to discuss right now.
yeah, yes.
Onward.
Yes, definitely. So the important thing I need to know, we're here with that orc child's father. He's hidden not too far away from here. And we need to get that child back. Otherwise, he's going to come down here with his great axe and his great sword and whatever other weapons he's got on him, and he's going to lay waste to as many people as possible.
Probably getting killed in the process.
Probably getting himself killed, too.
I see.
So, we need to find this child, and I need to figure out what the heck these guys are doing here to start with, anyways.
Yeah, what's up with the large epitaph?
Yeah.
No, not epitaph.
Effigy.
Effigy.
It seems as if they're going to make some sort of an offering. They've been asking many of the people around here for personal belongings, items of value to them. Some people are able to give up gold or spices or incense. Some of them will offer the last piece of clothing they have on their backs in hopes of a successful rite.
Oh, that's better than throwing people off of a spire.
Yeah. We've been through a lot so far in the lands here.
I haven't been able to get too close, but should you find your way up there, I'm sure you'll notice that it's decorated with flowers and beautiful ornaments all throughout it.
Jack, how long have you been here with these people?
I've been here for close to 2 to 3 weeks. If you can tell, time is almost absent in this area. It seems as if there's some sort of ritual going on. It's my understanding that these members of the Circle of the Scarlet Moon are casting some sort of hex upon the sky. And what I can only imagine is a means of throwing off the people's here circadian rhythms. There's no day or night. People don't know when to rest. It gets them very upset in some cases. Some of them don't know what to do with themselves.
You're saying that not everyone here is part of the circle.
Certainly not.
What's
These
your-
are mostly a collection of druids, peoples from the land that have been talked to by the trees, bringing them here, hoping for some sort of blessing.
A blessing.
talked to by the trees?
I'm not entirely sure the details of how it works, but what I can tell you is that these people hear things in nature. Could be a song on the breeze, it could be speaking to the trees. I'm not sure what's led them here.
Mm.
Fate, destiny, stupidity. I'm not sure what you'd call it, but they're here.
Mm.
Many of them are innocent, though. I can tell you that with utmost certainty.
Well, that would have been good to know ahead of time.
Yeah, it would have.
What do you feel about the circle itself? Trustworthy?
What are their combat capabilities?
Do we need to engage in combat with them?
Yeah.
I thought we would need to engage with combat with anybody here.
Yeah.
Now it sounds like there's a bunch of pilgrims.
Yeah. What's the deal?
Is there really such thing as an absolute timeless enemy?
Well,
There is no such thing. And there never has been. The reason that our enemies are empathetic creatures like us. They can't be our enemies in relative terms. Only short terms. We'll never really know what their intentions are. Perhaps one day they'll be your allies.
you sound a lot like Shifu, I'm not gonna lie. It's uncanny.
Let me ask you one thing, Wong.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in your mission?
Of course.
Your mission.
Yeah, I
Refresh my memory.
Yeah, and I was sent to this area of the world to figure out what the druids of the Scarlet Moon Hall were doing. That was my mission. I
Well,
had
that's
to
nothing.
find out what
That's
they were
nothing to
doing.
believe in. That's just a chore.
Well, yeah, but
What do you mean he has to believe in it? Believe
Yeah.
in a fact-finding mission?
The only thing that we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission.
The mission to just find out what's going. It doesn't really sound like he has an exact task other than learn.
and we're
Perhaps he ought
soldier
to talk to
types.
his master then. Or perhaps he can listen to his mentor.
Yeah, Jack knows best. She's been a rank above me since we were in the military, since we were in the Shining Palm Monastery. She knows. She's a smart cookie. Just listen. Just hold up.
Now, you need to know something. Members of the Cult of the Eternal Flame, they call themselves. Or some may call them the Circle of the Scarlet Moon. These people that are impersonating the druids, the actual people you're working against, are on their way to take out the Shining Palm Monastery as we speak.
Fuck.
Well, that just got interesting.
So that's what they're doing here, then.
Quite
No.
possibly.
Or they left from here.
Or they will leave from here.
They've already gone.
Shit.
How long ago?
I was too late. I'm not sure when.
How far is this sacred?
Our monastery is quite a distance away, but I know that they were in search of two specific objects, two elemental spheres of such great radiance and power that it was really their only source of keeping enemies at bay, but now I fear that the time has come for them to strike, and strike hard they will.
Did I hear you
Spheres.
right? 2 elemental spheres they're looking for?
What do you know
Yes.
about the spheres?
That they won't find them. And she pulls down and tugs on one of her earrings, which is like burning with like a fiery radiance inside of it.
Are you telling me? I look around. Do I see anybody? First of all, anybody been listening in or looking at me?
Make a perception check.
It's like an earring, or is it in her ear?
Like low dangling earrings are like these red swirling spheres of fiery energy.
17 total.
So in the general area, there is like a small skittering of creatures running to and fro. There just seems to be a whole frenetic energy about the entire place that you're in. Wildlife in abundance. Most of the actual flora, like the actual elements of like tree, shrubbery, and that kind of thing, have been burned away. But the like there's a few snakes running around. There's mice and stuff like that. But nothing to really raise suspicion. Although you guys are down like a small valley, but also realize that anywhere more than 10 to 15 feet is just a haze. At best, you can see a silhouette, and even then, it's iffy.
Gotcha.
So you guys are like in between. Oh, you guys don't have labels.
Here?
Correct. Right in this area.
Okay. All right. So you're telling me you have one of the elemental spheres on you?
Both of them, in fact.
Where are you hiding the other one?
It's on her other ear.
Earlobes.
Oh, shit. Wait, where did you find them?
Was that your mission in being here? To retrieve them?
No. I was given them to safeguard them.
How long ago?
Before I left, Master Shifu knew
Oh, shit.
I'd be the one to keep them safe. As you know, Master Shifu's always had a way with the elements. They speak to him, and he's always felt a great disturbance, especially in these past few months.
Whoa.
Now he knows that people have come for him. He's been able to fend them off while you've been gone, but I'm afraid without these, I'm not sure how long they'll last.
Sorry, I'm still missing something here. if the Eternal Flame followers have left to take out your temple and find those spheres, which aren't there, they're here.
Yes.
And you're here, why? And why is he here to find out what they're up to if you already know what they're up to?
My mission is my mission.
Well, I'm sorry, I thought that was your mission. To protect the spheres.
That is true. And they are in the best hands with me.
I don't question that. I'm wondering what there is left for Wong here to do if you already know what's up.
His original mission was reconnaissance, as I'm sure you're aware.
Yeah.
It seems like that's not necessary anymore.
It seems as if perhaps you may want to take a time to channel your master, perhaps for the last time.
Oh, fuck.
You can do that?
He normally just channels me. Like, I get into I fall asleep. And I'll just, he'll talk to me. Hang on, wait. Here. Set up a watch.
Do you want me to put you to sleep?
What?
Do you want me to put you to sleep?
Yes.
All right.
I'm going to say that you don't have to do any of the spells' sake, especially because you're probably at full HP at this point.
I was just going to sing to him.
Go right ahead.
No, I was
Make a
gonna-
performance check.
Okay, why not? I will, because, yeah, why not?
Yeah, sure.
That's a 19 plus my charisma.
Which is...
If you want the exact number, it is going to be told in a moment. 24 for lullaby check.
I go to like sit down crisscross, and then my head just goes.
So you actually lay down for a moment, and Jack kind of gives you some instructions for like how best to channel your ki in like one final moment of desperation. And you start to like look up into the sky, and you see these clouds as they're kind of coming and going throughout the smog. It's relaxing. You're in a sort of trance.
Mm-hmm.
And then Wong!
Master Shifu.
I'm not sure how much longer I have.
I've met Jack. I'm here. We have the spheres.
You must carry on the way of the Shining Palm. You're the last of us. You and Wong, the both of you. Shit. Jack.
It's okay.
You're the last of us. I'm not sure how much longer we can hold out here.
Run. You get out of there.
To eliminate every single member of them.
You got it.
The monastery flows within you.
Okay. I will. Stay safe. Please, stay safe. Get out of there. Run. We have the spheres. Get out of there. Master?
Goodbye, Wong. And good luck. The clouds dissipate. And you're woken up out of your trance.
Did it work?
Yeah. Master Shifu seemed to be in trouble. Yeah, it sounded like there was fire around him. And he said goodbye. He gave... Jack!
Wong.
Shifu said everybody here is gonna die.
Everyone.
Everyone.
I'm certain he only meant the people attacking him. There are still innocents here.
Everyone?
He said people had to die.
Everyone?
Wow.
Wong, you're letting your emotions get the better of you.
I take this opportunity to drink.
And she smacks it out.
Whoa!
You need to listen to me. Don't let your emotions get in the way this time.
I nod. Yeah.
There are innocents here. You are not a murderer. If anything, you can say it's all a ploy for revenge.
I sigh and I sit up and I get up and I'm just like, well, shit. I just heard from Master Shifu probably the last time. It sounded like he was outnumbered out there. A lot of fire sounds. I don't know. Maybe they have like casters of... I don't know how druids work. Look.
The people here are not druids. They are acting as if they are. The people here are here for some reason. They're gathering people.
The pilgrims here are not druids?
Wait.
I don't think you understand. They're casting illusions or disguising themselves amongst these druids. We have to root them out.
So there's no way to tell who's in the circle and who's an innocent pilgrim.
We'll have to find that out somehow.
Damn. Okay. Right. Shit.
Do you have any ideas for that?
Yeah. Who organized this? Maybe the Circle of the Scarlet Moon, or the what are they called? The Cult of the Eternal Flame. Maybe they organized this somehow, and they were the first ones here. Maybe.
How many in the circle are here?
Any way of knowing?
I have no earthly way of knowing. They have many numbers if they're able to send an entire battalion out.
And take on the monastery.
But there is a woman here by the name of Ember that they all seem to follow.
Why does that ring a bell?
Ember?
So your character would know this. When Vagar had his vision, or Wong had the vision of this happening, they'd been able to see through the daughter's eyes, and there was a woman who identified herself as Ember.
Amber?
Ember.
Ember.
Like
Ember
flame.
Moon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do remember now.
Asking if the little girl was ready.
Okay.
I don't think this is going to be solved as simply as just going to every person that we can meet in this entire encampment, and by arcane or other means finding out if they're in the circle or not.
Mm-hmm.
Where can we find Ember?
You'll have to.
She stays up near the spire. I'm sure you saw it on your way in here.
I did.
That's where she can be found, although it may do well to try and root out some of her troops ahead of time. They could be scattered all throughout these encampments. There's no such thing as luck on the battlefield. Wars are won in the general's tents. We must be precise.
Right.
Would there be any benefit in interrogating... If we could find one of these pilgrims who's only disguised as a pilgrim, would there be any benefit in interrogating them?
I'm sure there would be.
Where's Ember? And other questions as well.
Wow.
You found a spawner.
Yes.
Well,
I
that's...
took out the spawner, but they're all down here.
That's just the party right there.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine.
Alright, so... The way forward is not obvious.
Is there anyone that you know right now is part of the circle and not a pilgrim that we could perhaps capture and get information that we need?
1 second.
So good.
There is an encampment that I have been able to find. I've been in disguise here myself as a druid, and in my time here I have been able to talk to many of the people in these small circles. If you take a look, if you go down this path, blah blah blah, she describes the way, right here.
That's where...
I'm almost certain that something's afoot.
Hey, if we wanted to better disguise ourselves as druids or pilgrims who have come here, do you think we'd need to change how we look?
That would be a good idea. Most of the people here are paupers. They have no richness about them. Your uniform, while it is rather humble, would stick out like a sore thumb, I'm afraid.
Do you have any spare?
I think I can find you some.
Have
And
some
she,
hops and some grains.
She goes back up to one of the encampments that she had originally come from, the one up here.
So if we're here, she was...
Right there.
Oh, so she just moved to here. Okay.
Yes. So she just kind of turns right around, runs up, grabs you a couple of like patchwork, almost like sackcloth clothing, and tosses them in your direction.
Alright, well...
Put them on over my armor, my base clothes and my armor.
Sure.
I'm just wearing my clothes anyway, so I'll change and put them in my backpack.
Sounds good.
Okay. I am now disguised in humble clothing.
Now, if we're going to do this, I would suggest that we split up. I can try my best to investigate the tower if the two of you want to try and glean what information you can find.
I'm alright with that.
We work well together.
Do you know anything about a blue dragonborn named Kara?
I've heard rumblings that there's a dragonborn in these parts.
Not anymore.
Well, what if she comes back? She's seen my face and she's seen yours.
Shit.
What have you done?
We attacked
So you
her.
remember how I mentioned that this was a bad thing that I did, and you were like, "Were you sure that was wise?" And I go, "No." Yeah. We thought we were coming upon like a camp of zealots, so we're like, "Take no prisoners."
We thought that we were coming across an encampment of zealots and kidnappers.
Yeah, and child takers, no less.
And make no mistake, you are.
Well,
Well,
is
that's
the dragonborn one
reassuring.
of them?
I have no way of knowing that.
My point is that she saw us. And
Yeah.
If anyone, if somehow she appears elsewhere in the encampment or word got out, our faces will be recognized. So I can change your face,
Oh.
but my features are a little bit more difficult to cover without any arcane means, and I refer to my tail and my horns. I can fix that, as you know,
Yeah,
or I can just disappear altogether.
sure.
But I could use my disguise kit. See what I can do.
Yeah. Try to obscure my appearance so I don't look like me.
It would just require a proficiency bonus check.
Sure. Why don't you come up to the campfire with me? We can be a little more subtle, try and get you blending in with the crowds. People around here know my face. They trust me at the very least. I think that it may be wise for you to spend some time around my encampment. Should people come or go, they'd recognize you after a time.
Sure. All right, so we follow her to
You guys
her
go back
camp.
up to her campsite.
We have everything on us, right? We don't.
I'm
need
wondering
anything.
if I can disguise kit and like keep maybe a hood up,
Yeah.
cover the horns, and just tuck the tail into the robe, because otherwise I'm going to be using a second level spell slot to cast polymorph all the time.
Sure. So something here called.
You would have to make a check with that.
Basically, to cover my, maybe
Red
make some
skin.
marks and cover my red skin.
Yeah.
Can I give it a shot?
Yeah.
Do I need to do one for him and one for me?
Yes.
Because
I'm
mine
going to
could
say
be
that you haven't
dirt.
used this in a while, so I'm going to say that your disguise kit has 5 uses in it.
Okay.
Like, of the makeup and everything else that goes into it. Because it is an expendable item.
Gotcha. Alright, so I have a +3 proficiency. The black
Okay.
one's for you, the red and black one's for me.
Okay.
Okay? It's a 14 for you and a 16 for me.
Okay. So yeah, pretty solid. I mean, obviously, having time and experience applying it yourself, you have absolutely no problem getting the blending right, being able to kind of almost make it sort of like as if you're a burn victim.
Ooh.
Getting a little bit of the red marks in there. Wong doesn't take to the powder on the face all that well. It just kind of like backs off a little bit as you try and dab it on him.
Does he still look like Wong, or does he, like, in the darkness, could he potentially not look like...
In the haze, especially at a distance, you think he'd fit right in.
Just
I
keep
am
your
just-
head down a bit.
I'll let my hair down too because she's telling me when my hair. I've constantly been having my hair up, so I'll just let my hair down.
Sure.
I've kind of got long black hair, so I'll just kind of let it go wild.
Okay. Sounds good.
I figure I had the monk ponytail before, and now I just got whoa, I'm crazy.
I'll see if I can make my way up into the tower and glean more information that way.
Okay, we'll head to the camp to the west.
We'll have to pass through one other... Well, I don't actually know that, but... No, I can see it, sort of, right? There's another...
Yeah, you
encampment.
saw
Yeah.
above.
There are fires, so like you can see the fire glistening through.
There's one
the
encampment
smoke?
that we'll have to pass through is all.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just do it, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll meet back here in 2 hours?
If things get hairy, we can meet back up here. Otherwise,
Or do you
use
think we should
these.
stay here for a few hours first?
If you need me, you can use this. And she hands something over to Wong in the shape
Sending stones.
in the shape of like a small oval stone with a face carved in it.
Whoa.
And you notice
You can
around her
cast
neck.
the sending spell from it to the other person.
You notice
It's
around-
walkie-talkie, basically.
Basically, you notice around her neck is another very similarly carved face rock.
Wow. And this will just let me talk to you?
Yes.
All right. Should we go now, or should we wait by your fire for a while, as you suggested?
Well, if you've just gotten into a bit of a scrap, it may be in your best interest to wait here and relax for a while.
Let's rest for a short time, perhaps?
If we could rest for a long time, that would be nice.
Oh, maybe we rest for just a while.
I do have some food if you'd like to share it.
Oh,
Can we take a long rest here?
okay. Let's do that, because that'll let you recharge some of your stuff that you did. She didn't touch me, actually, so I'm fine.
Okay. So, as you guys are kind of sitting around the fire, Jack leans into your ear, Wong, and you're like, how much does he know about your past?
Nothing. And I'll keep it that way.
Are you afraid of sharing it because you're afraid of what it will do to your perception?
I am not afraid of anything. Well, I'm afraid of,
Even spiders.
Look, spiders are an abomination of nature, and you know this. I sort of elbow her, and I'm like, fuck off.
And she kind of, gives you a little punch right back.
Ow. Ow.
I've missed you, Wong.
Missed you too, buddy. Yikes. I walked the whole way here, by the way. I didn't have a horse. I had to walk.
I flew.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Wait a minute. When you got to...
I had an hippogriff.
No. I'm talking about...
All right, not the whole way.
Yeah. So, Anne, question for you. When you came to the... Nope. When you came to the... Desserin Valley, where were you coming from?
You mean when I met up with you guys?
Yeah, when I met with you... Wait, I didn't meet you in the Desserin Valley. I met you elsewhere.
Still part of the valley.
Oh, yeah, when I met you in the good Knight's Rest, and we did that favor for that...
Inspiration die! Wow!
How could I forget that one?
Didn't we meet in Red Larch?
Nope.
No!
Wow.
You guys' first mission was to go from one place to another and find a spice bag on the way there.
Yep.
And he remembered the name of the inn from, 2 years ago.
I had been
Seems
coming
like-
from Red Larch. From Waterdeep.
Oh, right. Wow.
Various means. Hitchhike, walk, steal a horse.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I walked here from wherever I'm from, canonically. I never picked a spot.
Yeah, I've been coming from Waterdeep after meeting Laldor.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This guy and I have been through a lot. A
see.
lot. Yeah. It's almost rivals, actually. The amount of shit we've been through. It's... Whew, doggy.
Do you consider yourselves more as friends or more as mentor and pupil?
Well...
I would definitely... What?
Yeah, he's probably closer to my friend than anything
I would
else.
say I've not learned a thing from him.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm still the same bronze-tongued devil I always was.
That's right, it is.
I think perhaps you'll find one day that you've learned a great deal from Wong.
Yeah, right. You learned a lot.
I
from
may have
this
been his
guy.
commanding officer in the army, but his heart and determination were what got us through some of the roughest situations, although it did also get us into some of the worst.
Well, that's a story for another time. We'll just hang on to that one, won't we? We'll just chill out there.
Wong, I must ask you,
Yeah.
why do you hide from yourself?
Gosh, it's I go. Did my
Did
flashlight?
she say hide from himself?
I sort of go to find my moonshine bottle. Is it empty? Did it fall and break open?
No.
Please. Oh, thank
No,
God.
there is still some.
I pop it open and I turn my body so I can drink it.
Mhm.
And
I
actually,
take Mage Hand and grab the...
what the hell?
I don't know, this has just got interesting, actually. Where do you hiding from?
I
You
hide.
drink out of this thing a lot. Usually people don't drink that much unless they want to avoid something.
Okay, we are. It is no time of day for this. Clearly, it's a time of day where this
I
is.
take the Mage Hand and I start to drink.
Yeah, good luck. Tastes like pneumonia.
Ammonia?
What'd I say? I know what I said.
Answer the lady's question. I don't even know what she meant. It just was interesting.
No, I'm not hiding from myself. And that wasn't the question you asked. What did you...
And she kind of like bows her head a little bit, almost like a mother, like, tell the truth.
All right, yeah. Maybe everybody's got a past. And sometimes, mistakes from one's past give you nightmares. And if you're not at some level of intoxicated for most of the day, you'll start to remember them. I just sort of, since I can't drink since you've got my thing, I just kind of fiddle with my hands a little
My
bit.
smile fades and I mage hand back the drink.
I don't drink, but I do hang on to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is very ominous music. I'm going to change this.
That's fine. Yeah. Well, alright. And I've known you for a good long while now, and I'll tell you something. Jack and I, we were in the military together before we were in the Shining Palm, and I managed to get some people hurt in the military.
Our battalion was wiped out.
And that was...
My fault.
That's kind of vague.
Well,
What, did you betray them?
no. I just...
It was a simple mistake. And no one understood that. No one but me.
Nope. And it's all kind of tumbled down after that, and yeah.
Can I ask what the mistake was?
I got overeager. I ran in when I should have waited.
The battalion ran to catch up with him.
Mm-hmm.
They were supposed to hold position, pikemen, waiting for the cavalry charge.
Wong,
Yeah.
why did you run in? Why were you so eager?
I thought it was the right thing to do.
See, that's the difference between you and me. You've gotten people killed and hurt because you were trying to do the right thing. This guy has got a lot of people hurt trying to avoid doing the right thing.
Shit. I absentmindedly bite a little bit of food and I'm just like, fuck.
Sometimes I wonder if I should have not survived that throw off of the tower. Doesn't matter though, we're here now.
I was scared that you were gone, whatever had happened to you.
Nah. Actually, it wasn't that difficult to get out. But it was a bit of a wake-up call, like, oh, maybe, I don't know, maybe there's a better way to get about than just trying to trick your way into coin all the time. It kind of gets old, you know?
Whoa, what am I hearing? You deciding that something other than tricking people into coin is a good thing?
I mean, no pun intended, but to what end?
Shit.
Nobody really trusts me, you know. I have no home to go back to, so what good is it to have wealth?
I gotta...
You know, honestly, since teaming up with you, I haven't gone a day without having to worry about... I haven't gone a day where I've had to worry about eating. You know?
Yeah.
I'd been able to survive and been in relative comfort. Haven't been bored for sure. But yeah, once the money question kind of came out of it, I was like, I'm really burning a lot of bridges along in this line of business. By the way, my name really is End.
No, I thought it might be, especially since I carried you out of an ogre's den, and you were just like, End, and I didn't get it.
Well, I just letting you know, because I know you've seen me tell like a lie to cover up a lie to cover up a lie to cover up a lie.
Mm-hmm.
My name really is End.
Mm. My name really is Wong.
That's right. I didn't doubt that. See, you know why tieflings get their names so weird?
No, I don't actually know a thing about your culture, if I'm honest.
It's called a virtue name. We don't get names based on, family heritage or just, my mom said it would sound cool to call him, Charles or whatever, Xavier or End or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Charles or Xavier.
Charles and or Xavier.
No, they give
A
you a
virtue
virtue
name.
name, right? So it could be something like bravery. It could be treachery. Could be I don't know.
Jester.
Lust. It could be jester. I was given the name End to instill upon me that there is no point in doing anything. Everything is just a means to an end. It's just getting by.
Mm.
So I didn't really care what I did. So I didn't really care if it was right or wrong. It was just a means to an end. So if you're waking up in the night about a mistake that you made in an attempt to do things right, just find some solace in the fact that at least you were trying to do something right.
Well, what's it say about me when, even though I try to do something right, it all turns to poop?
It says you suck, but you still try.
Well,
Here's to that, and I take a small sipple.
do you believe in destiny?
I believe in... Yeah, you know what? I think I do. Not even sure why I believe in it, but parents did, so maybe I do too.
Do you think that destiny would have made it so that you and I were the only two people surviving that cavalry charge? Do you think it was destiny that brought us to the monastery? Or that helped you and I develop your technique? You wouldn't have your combat prowess if it wasn't for your drunkenness, and my surviving to be able to work with you on it.
Oh, that's an interesting fact.
He hasn't told you?
No, I actually thought that was what all of you people did.
Nope.
No.
You think everybody just stumbles around like this? You have to train to be good at it. And I jolly sort of take a couple of sips, like, hey, I'm starting to relax a little.
Master Shifu was one step away from throwing him out of the monastery, to having no home.
Yep.
Due to my military prowess, I'd already rise up in the ranks, and I'd been able to convince him that if I can teach Wong a technique, that he can be taught anything. So him and I had worked, and we developed this. And she kind of goes into like the same kind of like wobbly, fluid-like stance that you've seen Wong get into this so many times.
Yeah.
A form of close quarters combat.
An illusion.
You could say that.
Well, if we aren't just a little crew of so-and-sos. Yep. So, that's my horrific backstory. Everybody's got one, so...
You already know mine.
Yeah. It's cool, though.
What I was getting at is, I think that destiny has kept you alive this long because you serve a greater purpose.
Greater purpose, huh? Alright. Well, we'll see what greater purpose we can serve coming up on the tomorrow, I think.
I'm certain that you'll find it sooner than later.
You know, you always used to talk like that, but ever since I've run into you, like, recently, today, you seem to have got a neat little quality of the master about you, and it's...
Perhaps I've taken some time to think about what my purpose is in all of this. The gods have a plan for us all, good or bad, and we all have a mission. And the only thing that we can believe in is that mission.
Yep.
So, everyone is well rested. You're fed. You have all your spells back. You have all your health back. You decide it's time to depart. The two of you and Jack begin to split paths.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of turns around and like tugs at her necklace again to remind you.
I'm wearing it as well. So.
And starts to make her way.
attunement? I do not have to attune to this. So I'll be wearing that, and I can contact her. All right. It's morning. I get it's a time.
It's time to go.
Yeah.
So we head to that campsite.
Mm-hmm. To the west.
If anything happens on the way, let us know. Otherwise, I'm not stopping till I get there.
So as you guys are making your way on the path, are you like cutting through the hill so you don't have to go around this other one? Like there is a path that leads through.
I'm taking the path.
You're taking so you're going to go
Sounds
through
like a
2
good idea.
encampments, basically.
Right.
Okay.
Bing bing.
Do this one. Hit the next one.
Okay. So as you go up to the first one there, you see 3 tents and 4 humanoid, 2 male, 2 female, that are kind of chanting around this large bonfire. And in this bonfire is a massive pole with multiple ribbons coming out from it. Each of these people with a ribbon in their hand, kind of like dancing in merriment, running
Like a
around.
maypole.
Exactly like a maypole.
And this is the first encampment?
Correct. Yep, the one southwest, the furthest south one.
Are we able to just walk through it? Or are
Yeah, do you think maybe we could like skirt around it?
Are you like trying to be sneaky about it?
No, we're just trying to be like, we're just...
Just kind of on your
Passing
way,
through.
maybe a little,
How do you
tip
do?
of the cap.
If they make eye contact, we'll like nod at them, smile.
Okay.
Kind of personality mirror, if
Sure.
need be.
Yeah. So the vibe is just like a festive merriment. They're kind of singing some songs. They're kind of chanting around, and you kind of make your way over. And even though it does seem to be a bit of a strange sight, you're getting the gist that people around here are all sort of strange fellows. You make your way up to the next path, and you're starting to go up an incline at this point. And you notice that it turns to a 3-way fork, northeast and west. Figuring that you already know what's to the east, the 3 elf druids that you talked to before, and Kara's encampment further east. Knowing north is the tower where Jack is going, you decide to go to the west. Here, you see that, most of these campsites have had, like, tents and chairs and stuff like that. This particular campsite has 2 people huddled very close to the campfire, like, almost to the point where you think that it might be a little bit dangerous, and they're kind of, like, rocking back and forth. And like rubbing their hands up and down their shoulders and kind of like looking around, freaking out a little bit.
Yeah.
They look physically uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Let's act the same way they are. Do the same thing.
Okay.
See if they talk to us and be like, "You too, huh?" And we can maybe figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Rather than go in guns a-blazing like
yeah.
last time.
All right,
Sure.
I adopt their sort of like,
Yeah, so we come in like,
oh shit, oh, it's...
just whatever they're doing, kind of mimic a similar symptom.
Sure. Make a
Deception tech?
yeah, make a
I would
deception
love to, Chris.
That's almost what he does.
check.
Deceive.
I must deceive. I'll take my dragon.
17 total. This is a good die tonight. All right.
15 total. Wait, no, 14 total.
Okay. So you guys kind of like do your best to mimic exactly what it is that they're doing. One interesting thing that you've noticed about this particular encampment is that these 2 have long sleeves. Even though they're sitting this close to the fire, they're wearing very heavy, very ragged clothing that's covering up a majority of their body, even with their hoods up. And all the other druids, the druids that you've seen, the elves, and the people in the maypole were all wearing very light.
These are the same druids that I saw earlier?
No, this is a separate set.
They don't look comfortable though, so.
These were the druids that you met up with, the elves.
Yeah.
You guys are right here.
Oh, so we haven't made it all the way to the west
Not quite yet.
Oh.
This is the destination that you guys are going to that she is certain.
So where was the maypole?
Was that here?
Yes.
Okay, so...
You guys were here.
Oh, this is her encampment. This is Jack's encampment.
Sorry, I thought I pointed that out.
Oh,
Jackson
right.
encampment, maypole here, and then right here is
Okay.
this strange site that you guys are currently going through.
Gotcha.
And as you guys are doing your best to kind of mimic their overall attributes, the kind of uncomfortableness, the shivering almost by the looks of things.
Do
One
they
of them,
make eye contact with us?
one of them looks up and says, "Hey,
Hey. Hey.
what's going on around here?
I was hoping you knew.
What's wrong with you folks?"
Likewise.
I just can't seem to shake this feeling.
You've got it too? And he like rolls his sleeve back and you notice thick, heavy black fur all encompassing his arm. He rolls back.
When did it start for you?
We don't know. First the goats went, and then the kids started disappearing and we realized it was us.
They got the goats too?
Yes. But
when did it start?
we've noticed our changes at least a few years. This is our last hope. We've been exiled from our families. There's no safety for us anywhere. This horrible curse. We hope it can be lifted. What have you found out?
Do I know anything? Does this ring any bells about lycanthropy?
Make an Arcana check to see if knows what's going on here.
All right. Arcana check. And doesn't actually have any skills at all in Arcana.
I rolled good enough to not be shit at intelligence.
Well,
but-
I would say either Arcana or Nature, whichever one gives you the better modifier. And you could do this too, Wong.
Oh, I can try.
Both of them are 0. I rolled a 12.
Okay.
Can I give it a roll tipple? See if I can get a sense of this.
Sure.
Arcana or nature, whichever one is higher.
Yeah.
Okay. Nature Arcana. 14 total.
Which one was that?
The modifier is actually the same, but I'm gonna go with nature just for the hell of it.
Okay. So, in your time in the wilderness and in your time in the ranks, you have heard of diseases that spread very quickly among people, especially like animal-borne diseases, like plagues and that sort of thing. But this doesn't seem like that. This seems like it's infecting a certain sort of people, and you get the gist that these are some type of lycanthrope.
I do too, sort of.
Sort of, yeah.
Some sort of
With less confidence, but you have an idea that there is some sort of curse befallen them.
curse of lycanthropy. Yeah, so.
Well, what do we do?
I don't know.
That's why you're here, right?
Of course, the last of our belongings are up there. And he notions up towards the wicker effigy. We've got the shirts on our back. That's it. If this doesn't work, it's over for us.
Well, let's hope it works then. For all our sakes.
Do you know when the last moon was? I have no sense of time here.
Do I know when the last moon was? Because I've been outside of the place too.
So let's see here. The last time it was a full moon, it was the Feathergale Spire, and it's been probably at least a solid 2 weeks since then. So probably about halfway out.
It's been about 2 weeks. 2 weeks till next.
There's still time. I hope it's ready soon. I hope it's ready soon.
What?
And he kind of like starts murmuring to himself underneath his breath.
Did we get a good look at his face? Was he a human?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay. So
both humanoid creatures. The one that was talking to you was a male. There was a female there that just seemed like head in her knees almost.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
almost about to be sick.
Okay. So I sort of look at you. It's like
I'm nodding. Like, let's move on.
we sort of.
Until we're out of sight of them, we'll keep doing that.
Yeah. Sort of like.
I'd say God's bless you, but they certainly haven't blessed us.
They may yet.
And
walk off.
And you continue on your path.
Mhm.
The path continues for probably another 40, 50 feet or so, and eventually you do come to another encampment where you do see a half-elf woman dressed in robes.
Before we get there, can I say something to?
Yeah, on your travels.
I wonder if these people are here to seek some sort of blessing or removing of curses. They might all be here for different reasons. The innocent ones.
Those elves were talking about how their harvest wasn't good and how they wanted to see a good turn of the harvest. Am I remembering that right?
You didn't hear that, but we'll say the end filled you in.
Oh, whoops. I mean,
What?
you told me about those elves that wanted a cure to their harvest woes.
This is just a theory
Sure.
right now, but this would be something that an end would do on a grand scale. Make a big scene, big ceremony,
A scheme.
a scheme, promising some huge turn of events. If only you give us stuff. What
So
if
you think
that's
they're
what's
full of
actually-
it? Maybe
Perhaps. I don't know. I could be completely wrong.
they
but
brought in a bunch of marks.
they've been gaining everybody's stuff based on the promise that something might happen if they give them everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's never really. That's there's a lot of red flags with that.
For me, I say maybe as we're getting closer, it's like for me either they're really into something powerful that needs all this, or it's your suggestion, and they're a couple of shysters who are gonna get out of here with everything.
Well, let's just be careful going into the next encampment.
So we fade back in on you two kind of wandering through the smog, and so the pathway is very clearly well defined, but still very heavily obscured.
That was a loud crunch.
You do eventually come across a rather large bonfire, larger than any other one that you've seen. Every encampment has had some sort of fire for light purposes, but this is like a massive, probably 10-foot wide.
Like there might have been diesel involved.
Possibly, yeah. And boy, this fire ambience that I decided to pick out is a really wimpy fire.
It's so big. Crackle,
Crackle, crackle. Anyway, you do hear the sounds first before you even see anyone around the fire. You do hear the sounds of a woman talking and 2 human men around them as well, all kind of having a chat. If you want to make a perception check, try and listen if you can. But otherwise, if you're just going to approach, what's the plan here?
Let's listen in, shall we? If we heard them, that's
19.
on perception. I'm looking at a 16 total.
Okay. You the first thing that you hear as you start to approach and realize the conversation at hand, the first thing that you hear is, "Well, there's a rat out here somewhere. I'm not sure who it is." And then all of a sudden, like you realize that, like, oh, high alert.
Wait, what?
You got the impression
There's a rat out
there's
here.
a rat, as in like a man on the inside from their inflection.
Well, there's a rat out here somewhere.
And because of your perception check, I'm going to say that you knew that they're talking about like somebody working against them.
Are we within sight or earshot of them? Like, can I talk to him?
You're still covered by the smog, and if you like hush yourself, then you'd be far enough away. Yeah.
Do you want to pretend to be one of them? Do you want to pretend to be a pilgrim? Do you want to just walk in and be like, "Hey, you! What do you know?"
Let's be
You wanna just-
pilgrims.
you wanna
Let's
just take
wander
them out?
through and catch what we'll let our tongues do the talking before we let our fists.
Whose tongue?
Your tongue.
All right.
Take the lead. Just be like, we're here, we're nice, we're friendly, we're talking. See what they're willing to share.
So for pilgrims, we have to come in with some sort of a problem.
Yeah.
So what's our problem?
What if our crop's dead?
I feel like we could think of something more creative than that.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry. We stopped walking. Can I, like, hide real quick?
Yeah, you guys can kind of like. There's like a small set of like burnt bushes that you just kind of like pull each other into to kind of like lower your overall presence.
Yeah. I want to do that.
What kind of problems do druids have?
Can't talk with animals good anymore.
Can't. Animals dead. Animals dying mysteriously.
A plague.
A plague.
Just for the animals.
A plague that only affects
Killing our livestock.
killing. Mm-hmm.
So it's not our crops, it's our
No.
livestock.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so original.
Way better.
Well, let's make it specific. Like, what happens to them?
Well, they die.
What if
Yeah.
before they die?
Yeah. What if they go buck wild and they become feral?
Well, yeah, I was going for that. What if they like lose their hair and like they can't be in sunlight, and then they go crazy mad, and
Yeah.
like they're just like these skin animals that
Yeah.
can't be in sunlight, even like if it was like, I don't know, like a sliver of light.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Are you trying to dictate that they've become vampires? Because that's what I'm getting.
Okay, I mean, that's not what I was going for, but that's good. That's good.
Yeah, they're struck with vampirism.
Was it a Goosebumps book? I remember
No,
reading
it's I Am Legend.
What?
That's not what I was thinking of. I was thinking of livestock and vampires. I totally read a book series as a kid about vampire animals that would like suck the energy out of like carrots.
All right, so let's say that they're like drinking each other's blood,
Yeah.
and when we kill them, they just come back.
Yeah.
That's so great.
That's great. I love it.
I fist bump him like, let's
Yeah.
go with that.
Okay.
Awesome.
So
Yeah. Wait.
very well done, by the way. This is the kind of planning you need to do to succeed in a
Okay.
Chris Golden adventure.
Okay.
Just throwing this out there. Like this planning ahead, the reconnaissance and everything, top notch. You will probably survive tonight.
Hooray!
Good to know. Probably.
Anyway.
We approach with our new plan.
Yep. Well thought out plan.
Hi, hello. And you hear the voice of a half-elven woman dressed in strange robes, like so thin they could almost be transparent if you see it in the right light with this fire. Like very, very scantily clad.
Very
almost.
risque. Very risque.
Very risque.
Okay.
And two of her companions, kind of, I guess, strapping looking fellows with like bow on his back, quiver, kind of burly folk that are kind of sitting there on stumps near the fire, and this half-elven woman kind of like waves you over. Hi, welcome, new friends.
Hi. Yeah.
It's nice to be welcomed.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. And who am I welcoming?
My name is Caxilus.
Caxilus of
Vandalin.
Fandolin. And what is your circle?
Oh, I'm not sure if you heard of it before.
Oh, please do tell. I'm always looking to hear of other druids.
Well, we call ourselves the Circle of the Stars.
The Circle of the Stars.
Yes.
Beautiful. And you?
Wong, Fei Wong. And I do a little like.
I message him to the same. We're in the same circle.
I come also from the Circle of the Stars.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Lighton.
Lighten?
Lighton. Lytin.
What a lovely name.
Thank you very much.
Like lichen, but with a T?
I suppose as much, yes.
All right. What circle are you from?
Well, I'm with the Circle of the Scarlet Moon.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So you're not a pilgrim?
Well, I am in some sorts. You see, I've come here hoping for something greater. And, you know, there's so many times that you try and find a place to fit in, and I think that I found a place to finally call home here.
So wait,
And,
you
know,
weren't.
Can I just say,
Yeah.
my character, I'm so tired of dealing with cults.
Oh God. Oh God. So many.
I found a family here. They
Oh
have the best Kool-Aid.
no, Joe! You can't say that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So wait. In character.
Yep.
So you weren't brought here communing with the trees, promising of an end to, say, perhaps a blight?
We were given instructions to come here to solve some problems.
Well, no, I've seen this place in a vision, and one of the kind of companions to her side says, "Lighten, that's enough. Our friends have places to be."
Well,
Actually, we were looking for a place to stay and hoping that you had room here.
yeah.
And he stands up from his log, and he walks over in your direction, not like in a hostile way, but kind of like an assertive stance. He says, "Well, there's plenty of kindling if you'd like to make your own bonfire, although we were having a conversation here, and I'd like to continue it if you don't mind."
Of course.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yes.
Mr.
Orm.
Orm. Pleasure to meet you. My name is Caxilus.
Of course, Caxilus, and Wong, I heard. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, although we do have preparations to make.
Of course. Who do we check in with?
There's no need to check in. Although, if you would like to make any offerings to the Wicker Giant, I'd be more than happy to take them to the effigy.
Oh, you're the person to give them to.
Well, you can certainly say that we would relay it to them.
Well, I would really love to give it to them personally.
I'm sure you would, but they're very busy folk, you see. Ember, our leader, that is, she's a very busy woman. She has much to attend to, and I wouldn't want to disturb her in the middle of her rites.
Well, of course.
Oh,
I wouldn't
yes,
want to
yes.
delay things anymore, of course.
Yes. Do you think this rite maybe that could cure our ills will happen soon?
Let's certainly hope. Can I have both of you make an insight check real quick?
Insight. Okay.
That's a 14.
Okay.
Oh dear. That's a. Oh wow. Okay. Better.
Robbing you blind to pretzels.
Fine.
Better than it could be at an 8 total.
Okay.
Wow.
Wait. You know what? Just for the hell of it, I'm gonna inspire myself.
What? How?
I got
I gave
inspiration for
Oh,
remembering.
I still got mine.
Yeah. All right. That's much better. 20 total.
Okay. So, in your time, both of your time here, actually, you rolled pretty well. You notice that everyone here seemed to be of like a festive anticipation. This woman that you're talking to here, Lighten, it seems almost manufactured. Like, she's trying to sell it, that she's really excited, and like the inflection's there, but she's like, really excited, you know? Can't wait.
Like when somebody calls you trying to sell like a telemarketer excited.
Pretty much. Like,
Or an army recruit.
glad that you're here. Get on your way. Almost.
Oh. Okay.
Well, if it'll help, basically all I have with me, aside from the clothes on my back, is this. And I produce the, what is it? I want to give him this butcher's smock that I have from Lance Rock.
I don't even remember where
I got it at Lance Rock. I just was like,
Boy, with the throwbacks this episode. Okay.
I hand him, I imagine it's a butcher's smock, so it's like leather.
Okay.
I was just like, I hand him, like, in as earnest as possible. Like, I want to be like, this is all I have with me. This is all I brought. It kept the rain off my head. Here.
Thank you. You are aware that this is a ritualistic offering. Is this item of any significance to you?
To me, it's been with me since I was... Since I feel like I started my journeys. It's been with me, a constant companion. And though sometimes I didn't even know I needed it, it really came through.
If you don't mind my asking, Wong,
Yeah?
were you a butcher before or after you'd become a druid?
See, I traded for that with a traveling merchant.
I want you to make a deception check.
Fuck. I should have said I
I'll
found
help
him.
How?
Yes, you see, my brother had left the circle that we were part of years before. But, nevertheless, we help him out with business when we can.
Deception?
Yes.
Oh.
26.
20 total.
No, let's not dive into their personal lives too much. We don't want to scare them off. It's good to have you here. If there's anything else that we can do, did you have something that you wanted to leave as an offering, Caxilus?
I'm afraid that all I can offer is coin.
Coin for what purpose?
As an offering. Do you accept monetary offerings? Will they be honored? Because it's all I have.
We have no use of coin here.
Well, what can I offer then? I brought everything that I've earned for the past as long as I can remember, and I bring out 40 silver pieces.
And she kind of like takes a look at the honestly kind of paltry sum in your hand comparatively. That's what, 4 gold. She says, "Well, I wouldn't want to rob you blind, although if you'd like to leave some, I'm certain that it could help with the right in some way, shape, or form.
Well,
Are you getting at something, like, out of character? Are you... Okay.
trying to see what they're after.
Okay.
Well, perhaps if
They did
this
want
isn't what would be
something
most
significant.
honored,
It was like,
what would be? What kind of things bring the best results?
And you see, like, a look get exchanged between them all. And, like, they're waiting for somebody to, like, make the first move, basically.
they want to keep their story straight, so they're waiting for one of them to talk. Out of character, of course. I just kind of look at you like,
The girl says, well, Karametra accepts many different blessings. She has no use of gold. You both know this name as, like, the goddess of the harvest, basically.
Oh, not Kara.
Karametra.
Okay. And what did she say? She has no use of gold.
Karametra has no use of gold,
So just pretty much anything but.
basically.
Can I interject with hopefully something to break the tension just a little bit? Or maybe this gets us into more tension, who knows? I just ask, so I've seen all manner of people here, and that's fascinating to me, but yeah, I hope I don't presume too much. Your dress, are you dressed for the weather? You are dressed in a way I've never seen before.
Oh, this? And she does, like, a little flourish and, like, kind of, like, waves her hair around a little bit.
I probably inevitably, like, turn red or something, because
Yeah.
I'm, like, you know, red-blooded dude.
Good thing it's dark.
Heavy robes get in the way of us embracing their fiery fortunes.
Like, steam shoots out my ears or something like that.
I'm afraid all I brought was coin.
Well, let's continue in, dear friend. Perhaps we'll find our fortunes at a fire we build ourselves.
Certainly. Many blessings.
I sold that one right.
Um,
Many blessings, of course.
And the other guy who was sitting at the log kind of, like, grabs this butcher's apron and, like, hoists it up over the shoulder and, like, starts making his way in the direction of the lycanthropy-stricken folks,
Oh.
presumably heading up the hill.
All right.
What do you guys like to do?
Well, let's
So we're
let's
here.
be consistent. Let's set up a campsite,
Sure.
build a fire, listen as best we can. I mean, can we set up a campsite that's like within earshot of them?
If you're going to burn a fire, then it's going to be pretty noticeable that you're there.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I mean, I'm picturing like a campsite like at a campground where there's like a fire and then there's like a tent here and then there's someone else's tent right over here.
So the basic setup, if you take a look at the map, most of these places are like 30 to 50 feet away from each other. So, I mean, it's a pretty solid distance. Like, people are keeping to themselves for the most part. People are there having a good time. Some people are moving from camp to camp socializing. But you get the gist that once people are set up, they're set up.
I go up to Lycan.
Mhm.
Before I set up camp, our circle has a daily prayer meditation that really requires a fire, and we're long overdue for it. May we use yours?
Certainly. Be our guest. And she kind of, like, waves her hand openly towards the bonfire before you.
Okay, I must ask that we don't be disturbed. It may be a little while. If you don't mind, of course.
Well, if you'd like, perhaps we can join you. And she kind of says in, like, an asserting tone,
Of course.
like, we're not leaving here.
Of course. Join us, please. The more
Yeah.
the better. It's
Yes.
it's a silent ceremony, though. You see, we sit around the fire, and we stay silent, and we contemplate our journey coming from, and our journey that we have yet to take.
I see.
And we
Yes,
wait. And we
please.
wait for word.
Join us.
Okay. Gonna go down for a.
I want to look at
Meditation.
you, just kind of like
mess-
looking
and
for
message him.
in mirror you,
and message him and just follow my lead.
and I do so.
Okay. And the both of you kind of, like, start to take a kneel at this bonfire, presumably, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. right. And the both of you sit down there, and the
Message does require a verbal semantic. I guess I could be like,
Don't you have like a silence spell or something like that too as a sorcerer? Did you take that?
I have a
meta magic?
meta magic that I can use. I just hadn't been using it on message. I just kind of have been using it as like a communicate telepathically thing.
Sure. Okay. So if you don't do that, there is a chance that they could spot you doing this.
I'll just kind of eye contact.
Yeah, I was just basically looking for
Sure.
body language that says
That's
follow
fine.
along.
That's fine.
So I come down and I'm going to sit cross-legged in front of the fire.
Okay.
I'm going to put my hands together, palm on the back of hand, so that both palms are facing in the air. And I'm going to rest them on my lap.
Sure.
And sit as straight as possible.
And they mirror you.
And I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to take a deep breath in 5 times.
Okay.
And then I'm going to sit very, very still and silent and do nothing.
Okay. All right.
Do the same.
Are you willing to tell me what you're playing at here?
I need to take a bathroom break anyway, so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
hop in.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
My plan was actually to make an excuse to be able to eavesdrop on them. But that doesn't seem to work now. So at this point, I'm just not bailing on my original request.
Okay.
I'm following through. So if nothing happens, I will just sit there in silence and meditate for like 10 minutes.
Sure.
And then, thank you very much. And then I'll figure something else out.
Okay. While all of this is happening, I'll wait for you. Make a quick perception check for me.
What?
Perception.
11. And while I'm meditating, I'll think of my next move.
Sounds good.
I still have a hippogriff that I could call.
You do. You also have reinforcements you could call.
Yeah. Neither of which seem to be necessary right now until we find out what we need to find out.
Can I see that sending stones card? Thank you.
Okay.
Can I have you make a quick perception check for me?
As
you guys are dealing with this fire.
I've IRL failed perception checks before, and I've just been the most oblivious person in the world. Perception is a 13. Nope, that's the wrong one. Perception P 12 total.
Okay. So, as all of this is happening, you're relaxing by the fire, and Wong, you hear a voice, almost. Wong. The little girl is somewhere here in the tower. Near the tower. I haven't found out exactly where. Everyone claiming to be from the Circle of the Scarlet Moon is in on it.
Jack tells me the girl.
They plan to make her a sacrifice.
To be sacrificed in the tower. I'm just writing that down in my notes.
I misspoke. She said that the orc girl is somewhere near the tower.
Oh, sacrificed near the tower. Near the tower. She's going to be sacrificed near the tower. I have that in my notes.
Okay.
And I'm going to assume that that was the message rock thing that I have round my neck.
Correct.
All right. I am going to... Can I do something, or do you want to do something?
So what occurs? So we're sat there.
You hear that? We're meditating. We're sitting in meditation.
Can I? I'm nervous to do it, but can I glance over at you? Can I like crack an eye and see if he's doing anything?
To see if End is doing anything?
Yeah.
I mean, he can.
I do so. I sort of just like and pop an eye open to look and look at him and see what he's doing.
Okay. And are you doing anything different or out of the ordinary?
Just keeping a slit open to keep an eye on him, like just every once in a while. Doing like this, almost like it's part of the trance. Like rolling my eyes as it opens. So is that enough to catch that he's trying to catch my eye?
I think so.
All right. With that being said, I'm going to use... Oh, come on. Where is it? I'm going to use Subtle Spell.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast Message. Subtly.
Okay.
So there's no verbal, no material, no semantic. Just...
Happens.
Yeah. Be like... Do you have a plan? I do if you don't, but do you have anything to tell me? You can respond.
And I respond succinctly with, Jack tells me the girl is going to be sacrificed near the tower. The orc girl is going to be sacrificed near the tower.
She's being held near the tower.
Or
she's going to be sacrificed.
She's being held near the tower and she's going to be sacrificed. Jack tells me that. So that's what I message to you back.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The day is much better after that.
Yes.
I can certainly feel the same.
I'm just laughing out of character.
It is euphoric, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, you're out of character?
Yeah, that was a giggle out of character. It's like, I feel the same, full of shit.
Yeah, she's totally putting on like a full-on production for
Bull.
this.
All right.
Yeah, that was great.
All right, so I stand up and stretch a little bit, just like, much better.
Are we allowed to visit the epitaph, see the construction, the progress?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh.
I know people try and get sneak peeks, but I can assure you that nothing gets past. Our leader Ember is preparing every last bit to make sure that we have a successful ride, and that requires every ounce of her concentration.
Well, why don't we set up camp then?
Yes, let's. Down the way, perhaps?
Yes, we're going to legitimately set up camp.
Oh, okay, good.
Wonderful. If you need anything, please let us know. We'd be happy to try and accommodate as much as we can.
So did we make it all the way here? Is this where we are right now?
That is where you currently are, yes.
Okay. Cool. So...
Are you guys going to continue down the path to that next campsite, or are you going to set up somewhere else?
I'm going to try to set up camp in this campsite.
Oh, here?
Like they've got 3 here. I see an empty spot right here. Can we not do that? Will they not? I'm gonna start setting up there. Do they stop me?
If you wouldn't mind, we would like to keep our privacy.
Oh,
yeah. I'm
sorry.
yeah.
Our circle is much more communal.
Yeah.
I see. Well, ours is a little bit more closed off, especially when there's so much riding on this. I'm sure you've met many of the other people here that have a lot at stake to make this a successful ritual. If you wouldn't mind, we do need to get a few things in order, and that does require our own privacy.
I'm
sorry.
Of course.
Yes, definitely.
I turn away, and as we walk away, I'm going to, not with the subtle spell, but I'm going to cast Prestidigitation?
Okay. To make what happen.
I'm going to... Is it Prestidigitation or is it... Oh, it's Thaumaturgy. I'm sorry. I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy, which may actually not need a subtle thing. Let me just check here. Thaumaturgy is... It's just verbal. So I'm just going to be like, oh, thank you very much. And as I walk away, I'm going to mutter as quietly as I can whatever words I need to. And I'm going to change their fire color to a bright, bright turquoise.
Okay.
For like a second or something?
I'm gonna make it just flash turquoise, like, and get a little bit bigger, and then it goes back down.
All of them like look around in like befuddlement, like.
Whoa!
Whoa!
We're talking about
What?
because it's bright enough so that we would have seen it too.
As we turn to go, it's like, whoa, whoa.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa, is that a sign?
Sorry, you don't have to do that to us. We're leaving.
No, it's. Is this the sign?
Is it a sign?
And the other
Don't
one.
look. We're sorry. We'll camp somewhere else.
No, it's it. Can you excuse me for just a moment? Here. And she turns her back and starts to like sprint down this little dirt path, heading east, making her way towards the lycanthropes. And there is just the one kind of guy who's like standing there a little nervously, like shifty eyeing both of you.
So it's just one guy left.
Yep.
Perhaps this way then. And I point northward, and I want to get behind him so that I'm that way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to, like, perhaps this way to a campsite, maybe. I'll take a look.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Best be on your way.
Well, perhaps, friend, you'd like to join us. And I cast friends.
Okay. And that just gives you advantage on any charisma checks towards him?
Yep. Perhaps, friend, you'd like to join us.
Does he make any type of saving throw?
Yeah, if, perhaps, friend, you'd like to join us. It would be a shame to be here found all by yourself. And I guess that's a persuasion check. Does he have to make a save?
You just have advantage on everything.
Yeah. So I'm taking advantage on a charisma check here
Sure.
to persuade him to come with us. Wherever isolated location we choose to.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit further north, away from...
I believe that's a 20. No, that's a 21.
Well, pretty convincing.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we better stick together.
Yeah. This way, perhaps to the north, will... Then I trail off, I guess. You were persuading him. You want to engage
Yeah,
in a
I mean,
conversation
he's following you entirely.
Let's go off the trail and start going.
I mean,
north.
you haven't mind controlled the guy, but you've got him
Right,
convinced.
right. Let's go off the trail a bit towards the north.
So if we're here north, if we stick on the path, or we could head like northeast, maybe.
We're here, yeah, like northeast, towards the tower.
Sure, like up the hill a little bit and just kind of set up like a small thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish there was a mechanic for this. I wish I could this is just me bemoaning what I wish I could do. So now I've got a plan for what else. I wish there was a thing in D&D where you could grapple someone and then put them in a sleeper hold and see if you could put them to sleep. But I don't think that's a thing. So
No, but some of us used to be able to make people sleep. I must have dropped that spell.
Did you cast Sleep on Wong earlier?
No,
No,
he just
I sang him a
sang.
lullaby.
Oh, that's right. I mean, so if you are successful enough and if his check is low enough, I can say that you could choke him out.
Just a thought.
Well,
All right. Anyway,
if you don't mind.
sure.
For the time being, he is following you up the hill.
Walking up
Not on the
hill.
path, but going up the hill a little ways.
Trundle, trundle. Little lamb for Snowtown.
I have got an idea.
All right. All right. I am with you 100%.
This is going to be so much fun.
All right.
All right. As we're walking along, I'm going to say, so Orm, was it?
Or, yes, that's right.
Orm, when was the last full moon?
I have no earthly idea.
Oh, that's a shame. I could really, really use the knowledge of when the next full moon is.
Yes, of course.
And why is that?
Oh, I've been ill. Why do you ask?
Will.
And I twitch my head in some weird
Okay.
spasm sort of way.
Sure. Yeah.
But I don't change any facial expression as if I didn't notice that my head was twitching.
Okay. Like horror movie, kind of thing. All right.
Yeah.
Perhaps we ought to see somebody with restorative capabilities around here. I'm sure there's a druid that. Might
No. You see, that's why we're here. I know
Can
as
I
soon as
move
the
directly
epitaph.
behind him?
I know as soon as the epitaph is lit up, I'm sure this will go away.
I'm directly behind him now.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be the case. Listen, perhaps you ought to set up camp somewhere. I really need to be going.
Oh, we really
now.
need help.
I can certainly see that.
We really need help, friend.
And you see him like reaching for the dagger.
We
by his
really
belt.
need-
I grapple him.
Okay.
I didn't know what you were going for, so...
I was gonna do something you've never seen before.
Oh, can I verse into that?
Yeah.
Real quick?
Is it cool, Joe?
It's pretty cool.
All right.
Okay, we rescind that.
Alright, I will rescind my attempt to grapple, and...
Arm. Is it getting colder? It feels really cold. I get like awkwardly close to him.
Okay.
I really need to know when an epitaph is going to be lit. Effigy is going to be lit.
As soon as it's ready. And he's
When
like
is
got
it-
full hand on the hilt of his blade.
Orm, when is it going to be ready? And I start to grow fangs and black fur and claws that
Okay.
can be used.
Okay. Are you?
I'm casting polymorph.
Sure.
Actually does this, okay? I actually can change myself
Yeah.
to have like natural weapons. So I'm going for that in like a half wolf sort of way. I really need to know if the moon is up tonight.
I can't help you, but
And
the effigy won't be burnt tonight. The Wicker Man lives another day.
Really?
They're waiting to find the right. I can't help you.
What? Help me with what? I'm fine right now.
He starts looking around and like notices that you're right behind him. He's like, I can think of only one thing that can help you. And he starts
Strike the throat before he can do it.
Okay. Make an
I was
attack
gonna
roll.
say like dodge or something, but I'm waiting for the opportunity. I was just trying to get some piece of information.
Yep.
Now we'll take him out. So I'm going for a claw strike at the throat.
Yep, make an attack roll.
Okay, hold on, because I've never actually punched something before.
To make an unarmed strike, you have to roll either dexterity or strength. I don't know
And
what
it's
it is
like
for you.
A D2
Oh,
damage.
this
I
isn't
think.
polymorph. This is alter self. Sorry. Yeah, it's been alter self this whole time, not polymorph. Change appearance. Natural weapons. You grow claws, fangs, spines, or horns, or a different natural weapon of your choice. Your unarmed strikes deal 1d6 bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage as appropriate to the natural weapon you choose. You are proficient with your unarmed strikes. Finally, the natural weapon is magic, and you have a +1 bonus to the attack and damage rolls you make with it.
Sure.
So
if you go to on D&D, if you go to actions,
yeah, unarmed strike. I get a +1
mm-hmm.
because I'm proficient with it. So it's not a very good strike, but I'm gonna go for it anyway.
Does it tell you? Oh, so it's just a D20 roll based on.
Yeah, the strike is still, because I'm not that strong. It's still strength based, but I'm
Okay.
proficient. So I get a -2 in strength, but a +3 in proficient, so it's +1.
Okay.
So unarmed strike,
Okay.
and instead of just my strength modifier, it's now a 1d6 +1.
Okay. Go for it.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Sure.
Whoops. I'm going to use something else.
Can Tides of Chaos help you?
It could. I've actually got multiple things that I can use. Hang on, because I don't want this to fail.
Oh boy.
All right, I'll use Tides of Chaos.
Okay.
It gives me a third roll, and I'll use the golden dice. No. This one rolled low, so it should roll higher this time. That's logical. 9.
+1 is 10.
That's a 10.
It does not beat his AC.
Can I go right after that?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to take a grapple on this guy, I'm going to say you roll with advantage if you're behind him and you're going to try and get him into like a chokehold.
Yeah. That's what I'll do. Because I think it's too quick for me to have gotten any weapons out at this point. So
Sure.
I will attempt to use my. How does grappling work?
So my guy makes either an acrobatics or athletics, depending on if he's going to try and like dodge or break out.
Sure.
You make an athletics check.
Athletics. That's great. Shit.
Wait, I'm gonna use Bend Luck.
Boy, sorcerers are cool. How does that work, Joe?
I'm
Oh,
gonna
you're adding that?
add 2 to your roll.
You can do that to somebody else's or just yourself.
Somebody else's as my reaction.
8, 9, 10.
Does Tides of Chaos not use your reaction?
That's a good question, Chris.
I want you guys to succeed this, but I want you to do it the right way.
We got to do it honest, folks.
It just says no action.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 total.
Okay. So here, all in like the span of 2 seconds, you see and strike out with this like Wolverine-like claw. The guy dodges to the side, grabs his dagger, and like takes a swing up at end. But right before it's about to make contact, you swoop your arm in underneath his arm, grab the other, and like lock his hands behind his head.
Full Nelson.
And you've got him.
I've got it. Great.
Let me go.
Can I?
You'll burn for this.
In grapple, can I muffle his mouth?
Who's going to burn?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
So I've got him grappled at least, so he ain't going nowhere until he breaks out. But whatever you're gonna do,
Intimidation.
Okay.
With the clawed hands, I'm going to prestidigitation / burning hands with like show flames in my hands and be like, hold it right up to his face and be like, "Are you sure we're going to be the ones to burn? We're looking for someone, and you're going to tell us where they are."
I want you to make a what is it?
Intimidation.
Intimidation check, but do it with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
we are kind of in combat. You don't have advantage
Just-
on things like that.
Just do it, and you'll probably see why.
Hold on. I might have to combat that.
How's everybody doing on time?
It's Friday night, so I'm good.
Directed at one creature of your choice that isn't hostile towards you. Okay, so friends isn't an effect. Disadvantage. Those are actually both pretty good. So intimidation
That one, yeah.
with the lower one is a 19.
Okay. So you raise your hand up with your burning hand spell almost ready to go and fire off. And he looks at it and says, "To die by fire, cleanse my sins in it. I couldn't think of a nobler death." And then you hold up your clawed hand, and he's like,
Would you rather bleed out?
I'd rather we handle this like gentlemen.
We are.
Yeah, so the disadvantage check is because you're threatening a fire cultist with fire.
Yep. Hazard of doing everything with fire. Maybe next
Some
time I'll
people-
get like a chromatic orb or something and be like, I'll hit you with whatever I want.
I'll hit you with
Actually, probably a
beams.
real good idea.
lasers.
I think you said bees, which would be a cool spell if you just like unleashed a swarm.
Bees.
All right.
Or I've been playing Bioshock recently.
Mhm.
Shock wrench.
Listen, Norm, we don't have much patience for people who take advantage of the innocent, but we have absolutely no patience for kidnappers.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
So, we're not saying it was you, but we understand that there was a young child kept in the tower for a human sacrifice.
I
What do you know about that?
see what he knows. I know that they're going to put her in the effigy.
In the effigy.
Oh shit.
For what purpose?
This is the Wicker Man.
A holy ritual to Imix.
To Emerus?
Imix. IMIX. And if you want to, you can do an Arcana check.
19.
So, the last time that you heard a group of people referring to some sort of like extraplanar being, it didn't click for you. But now you realize that this particular person is referring to like a being of like pure elemental chaos. Imix, the name actually reminds you of, you picked it up sometime in your travels, that there's this almost like godly incarnation of just pure fire that has been long gone from this world.
How would you spell Imix if you were taking notes?
IMIX.
Oh, well, I guess great.
All right. I want you to tell us how we can get into the tower.
It's heavily guarded.
Yeah. I want you to tell us how we can get in.
And if you do,
If we get in,
if you...
I told you we're trying to retrieve the child.
And what do you do with me?
We won't kill you. Which we could do right now. Very easily. Wong.
Can I, like...
No. Wong.
Yes.
Jump. And I cast fly on him.
And I leap up, and I just... I guess straight up into the smoke.
And you poke up through the sky for a brief moment. You look
You
up.
have the ability to fly right now.
Okay.
You look up and it's like, oh, it is a crescent moon.
Oh. Can I wait? With this power, I think I'm gathering what he wanted me to do. Can I stop? Can I be like?
Yeah, I mean, you're in full control. I mean, you've never done this before, so you're kind of like losing your footing and your balance a little bit. It's kind of like walking on a tightrope almost. Like it's like,
It's just you and him right now.
I guess I'll be like,
you better pile drive this motherfucker from the sky.
I'll be like, we got two ways to go down: the easy way or the hard way.
Well, the hard way definitely doesn't seem like a good option here, so...
Yeah, that's right. Lead us into the tower. Lead us into the girl. Well, say you will, or you meet the ground before I do.
I can lead you in. But I can't guarantee they won't see past it.
Oh, we'll take care of that. I guess I'll float down then, unevenly, just be like...
Okay.
I'm just
And
gonna
you guys-
message him like, Wong, you can come down as fast as you want.
Oh. And I come down.
Like, almost like
at
Dragon
speed.
Ball Z style, like, plume of dust and smoke kicks up. Alright. Alright. This
By the
is
way,
rather
you can fly
uncomfortable.
for the
Will you
next
at
10
least...
minutes.
Oh,
Will
cool.
you at least let me go?
Well, will I? Do I let this guy go? Do you need to know? And I sort of point his head towards you. Do you need to know anything else before we get going?
Well, I am going to... Wait, what? I'm sorry.
He's like, will you let me go? And I'm like, will I? You think I oughta? He said he'll lead us in.
Yeah,
All right.
of course. He's gonna
I'll
cooperate.
just keep that. And I take his knife from him.
Good
Sure.
idea.
Is it a nice knife?
That's standard.
Oh, well. all right.
Most of his weapons have been left at the encampment.
Oh. Oh,
And,
good.
yeah.
All right. I relieve him of that.
Sure. And you let him go. You've got his knife now, and he kind of like looks around, weighs his options, and says, "Right.
I'm like,
If I can have your word that you'll let me go, I'll tell you the weak point in."
As long as we can have your word that you won't tell anyone about our little sky ride,
Of course.
or this whole... As far as you're concerned, you help us pitch camp. That's the last you knew. If we hear anything otherwise... Up!
Right. Well,
And we'll find you.
here's the thing. Around this tower's under construction. There's scaffolding all around it. There's manned crossbowmen. Or there's armed crossbowmen all around the scaffolding. But around the back, there's a small hill that you could work your way up, and a large wall you could climb over. You'd have to make your way through the kennels, but eventually you'd be able to find your way around the back. Underneath the scaffolding, they should see you coming.
So, just for my note taking, he suggested sneaking in around the back. Did I hear the word underground
No.
with the kennels?
No, he said that if you take a look at your map,
Oh, hang on. Yeah.
So,
Aye.
like, here's the tower, right?
Sure.
Here's the tower from a side view, and there's scaffolding all around it.
Okay.
So there's ways that you could sneak underneath this scaffolding. He's telling you if you go around the back over here, like, people are mounted on this scaffolding with crossbows. They're keeping an eye for intruders coming up around the sides. If you go around the back, hop over the wall, and go through the kennels or over here underneath the scaffolding and make your way around, there's a possibility you could find your way near the tower.
Around the back, and either in through.
I don't know if you need to write this down, if this is literally what you guys are going to just about to do.
Oh,
I
well.
don't need to write it down.
All right, yeah, fine.
Around the back, over the wall.
Over the wall, either along the west side, underneath the scaffolding, or along the east side through the kennels. That could potentially get us around to the front door, which seems to be the way inside.
I don't know where the girl is being kept, but I do hope you find her. Never been one for sacrifices.
Do I believe in?
Make a insight check.
I forget that I can do that sometimes. All right. Is that a nice high wisdom? 16 total.
He seems sort of truthful, but he also seems like a ends justify the means kind of guy.
I nod in it. All right. I guess good to our word. We'll be on our way. And...
Maybe we should notify someone first.
Oh, yes. Jack.
Yes, one.
We're going to enter. We found a secret way in, behind the. I detail that it's behind.
We found a literal back door.
We found a way in to sneak around. If we climbed over the wall, around back, can you meet us there?
I'll do what I can. I'm in the middle of this with this Ember person right now. I have to go. And immediately, like, you lose the connection. Shh. Over now.
I nod and I contemplate. It's like, Jack knows. All right, you
Come with us. Don't have to go into the tower, but I need to know that you're not going to squeal on us while we're on our way.
I know you said you wouldn't, but come on.
We could fly there.
I hover.
Just kind of like gently off the ground, kind of side to side, back and forth.
Drunkenly, sort of like.
Takes a minute, weighs his options, as the DM also weighs the options and what this guy would do.
Honestly, we don't want to kill you. We just need time enough to get up there. Orm, look at me. We've had our fill of killing people. Come with us to the tower.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, because that worked. That worked pretty good on Chris.
I don't know what the other dice says. Oh, it says the exact same thing.
14 and 14. You have a pretty high charisma.
I do.
Yeah, I'm going to say that this
That's a
succeeds.
24.
Fine. Things go south, I don't kill my own men.
Fair enough.
But I want my dagger for protection.
I just had to hand it back.
I was serious about flying, you know.
Oh, really? Should I?
Yeah.
Oh, but people are going to see me.
Not about the smog.
Well, what if I can't see through the smog?
You'll be able to see the tower, and then you can come out, land behind it, and then we'll have less to hike up.
Fair enough. I fly above into the night sky. Is it night outside?
Day is breaking now.
What? It's morning.
Wait. Okay, with that knowledge, because my character would have known that.
No, he wouldn't have. Not unless he went up above the clouds.
Oh, okay.
So we rested for.
We're far enough away that, like, if I called Phoenix, it would be okay, right?
Yeah.
What did I do? Did I clap? Did I yell? Did I?
I thought you made a whistle.
Yeah, I think I whistled.
Some
Okay.
sort of whistle.
So
All right. And you hear that kind of like almost start to reverberate through the hills that you find yourself in. And that's all. Are you gonna wait there until Phoenix comes in?
Yeah, I thought that he would land where we were.
Okay, some time does pass because they were quite a ways out, but it seems like because of the connection that you built with Phoenix, it's like Epona. You play Epona song and gallops right up. Eventually, over the course of probably, I'd say 20 minutes, half hour or so, eventually Phoenix does ride in, and on Phoenix's back is Kor and Vagar.
Sweet. That's a
I
bit
always hate these things. Just stay on the ground. As he kind of like hops off, and Kor's like, quit your whining.
Quit your whining.
I can't get his accent out. I'm sorry, Quinn.
Quit your whining.
Well, that's how I was going to ride in with Orm. So...
Oh, what are we not supposed to come?
No, you should come. I just kind of forgot that you were there. I think...
Okay, you ready to crush some skulls? And the guy the dude kind of looks around like,
well, I'm not there currently, so I don't really have much input in the way of this.
I can only make one person fly at a time.
Uh-huh. Well, since you waited a half hour, I'm probably there already.
Yeah, and also the spell in the last 10 minutes. I'm assuming it took you less than that to get there.
To fly? Are you flying up to the tower?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna fly above the cloud line and then come back.
Oh, on the other side. Okay, you're not landing on the tower.
No,
okay.
I was gonna land behind this wall
Got it.
here. Can I go stealth? Can I hide?
Yeah, you make
So you go ahead, Tom. I'm just going to message you as you're flying away. Get there as fast as you can, and then we'll be behind you. I've got to cast it again. Summon Phoenix.
That was a stealth check?
Yeah, it was a 5 total.
Okay, anyways.
That was a 3. Guards,
Oh, thank
perception
God.
check.
Thank God.
I'm going to cast
So-
Fly once again.
Okay.
And can I carry Orm and fly?
Probably not with your strength score.
Okay, then I'm going to cast Fly on Vagar.
Okay.
And say, carry him, follow us, and I'll ride on Phoenix.
Right, who's this fella?
He's a temporary ally. Just don't hurt him.
You should do.
Right,
you should
well,
do
I
Cora do
ain't
it.
never done this before. Can I walk? And he like starts to like cry a little bit as
No.
his body like soars into the sky like
It's for your daughter!
okay.
Alright, and that is how we will get to where we're going.
Yes.
So you guys fly all the way over there to you've basically surpassed the steepest part of this hill. And you are right at the base near the wall. Everybody is kind of there. I'm assuming you're going to send Phoenix off a little bit.
Yeah, Phoenix can
Phoenix
go.
is kind of hanging off to the
Go
side.
make yourself scarce.
And everybody's kind of like hunkering down against this wall.
So
pretty
is-
much as far north as you can get on the map.
So I see that there is another little wall here.
That's just like an outcropping. This used to be like some sort of like guard garrison or barracks, but the entire tower and the surrounding area is in disrepair. Like all of the rest of that is rubble, like as you see on the map there.
Mm-hmm.
It's still an obstacle to get over, but it's broken down wall.
Okay, then we go over the rubble.
Okay. Now, take a very close look at this map because there's a few ways that you can do this. If you want to go over the rubble, there is a possibility, depending on where you go in, that these guards may see you. The closer you are to that scaffolding near that tower, the better their chances to see you. And your character would know that.
It was recommended that we just scale this wall directly because that keeps us
It's a blind spot.
as
basically.
far out of their
Oh.
eyesight as possible. So I could
do
heft you over,
Yeah.
or probably, hey, Yagar or Vagar or who. My character knows who he is.
Oh, yeah, God. I
Yagar.
don't want to fly anymore.
Nope, he's Vagar.
Oh, is he
Daughter
Vagar?
Yeah, that's right.
Vagar. I hand him a little booze. He's like, here, come here. We're going into a fight.
Right. And
gonna
he's still
fight.
got the guy in like an almost chokehold.
He's like,
Oh, this is pretty good.
yeah, it's a.
Vagar.
Let go of the guy.
You can let Orm go now.
Orm. Right.
Orm,
Toodles.
thanks for your help.
So who is this fella?
Well, he's a guy who helped us figure out how to get in.
Yeah, you should thank him. Give him a big hug. He's helping us get your daughter back.
I think I've hugged him enough, thanks.
Yeah.
And guy's like, yeah, I think as much as well. Alright, well, on your way.
Or beat your feet.
And he kind of like makes his way back down. So if you're going to be scaling this wall, you'll need to make an athletics check.
Is there any way that I could help him over first? Is there any way I could mow up?
You can
Just roll like
Athletics check with your help.
Oh yeah, roll with. Can he roll with
Do I just
advantage?
roll with advantage?
Yeah.
Or? Oh. Well, 16, but I just realized that I haven't been checking the Wild Magic Surge.
Go ahead.
Oh, the last time you cast
When you cast Fly
on
and you
me.
did your Tides of Chaos.
When did I use the Tides of Chaos?
You did that back in the ritual, I think.
Back in the ritual.
Yeah,
So-
when you were kneeling in the fire. Probably turn this fire sound effect off now.
What was it for?
You wanted to get
Something
advantage
about a
on
perception
something like you wanted to deceive somebody and you were not doing so hot.
Haunted place.
No, I was trying to attack him.
Oh yes, that's right. That's the last time you tides.
Yeah, so the only spell that I would have cast after that is Fly twice, which means that I would have had to roll on the Wild Magic Surge table once.
Okay, so
Unless this goes to a 1 either time. Okay, so just once. So do you want to say that whatever's about to happen happened when I cast Fly, or do you want to just...
we'll do it when you land.
When I land?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, because it's usually not like that. It's not like, a black hole opens up or something.
Fireball.
You just
goes
shorten
Yeah.
again.
off. Sure.
Watch, this will be like... So far, it's actually not been that bad, but there are some that are pretty bad. Tides of Chaos, Wild Magic... Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
I get-
we need sneaky music.
I get 5 years younger.
Dun, dun.
Boy, you're going to be quite the stud there, End.
I know.
Well, it depends on how old you are. That might be illegal.
I don't know. How old am I? Let me see here.
Not to get distracted at all, but I love these memes.
I was 31, so I'm now 26.
Hey!
Yeah. 26 is a good year.
Now I've got to change my age.
Ooh.
So I guess you wouldn't really notice much.
Yeah.
I look a little bit
A bit.
more spry.
A bit younger.
Couple of those crow's eyes are kind of... You'll go a little bit more energetic. Your back doesn't hurt as much.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
As I'm learning, as I get older, you kind of get used to it.
Yes.
The older you get, the more it hurts, the more you get used to it. I say that as a 26-year-old who's probably in the best shape he'll ever be in. Anyway, continuing
Yes.
on. You hoist yourself up over the wall with your new spry limbs. And, you kind of heave yourself over the wall. I'm saying that you're going to be the only person that needs to make that check because you're the only person with a disadvantage.
Yeah. It was a
Everybody
16.
else pretty easily is able to kind of scamper all the way over onto the other side. I do need everybody to make a stealth check for me.
Oh no.
And if one of you guys wants to roll for Core and one for Vagar, just say +2 to each.
Vagar, Core.
Okay.
Core, 20. Vagar, 17.
Okay.
End,
20 total.
All right.
End, 13.
All right. So everybody hoists themselves up over the wall, almost like a coordinated team of ninjas or something, like flying over the wall, kind of like landing down, maybe doing a quick roll or tumble or something like that, depending on how you got your footing, and you're able to make your way back up
Parkour!
against wall on or back on the wall of the tower, and you look up, and it is just this massive site. This is probably as tall as the Feathergale Spire, and it seems almost more imposing now that you're standing at the base of it looking up. You do hear the sounds of footsteps among the scaffolding around you, and you do hear the sounds of dogs barking coming from your right-hand side towards the east. but it's like a deep, guttural, vicious bark. Like not of any mass.
Are they barking like in response to us landing, or have they just been barking?
They've been barking.
Okay.
All right,
Can we see the back door anywhere?
Is there a back door?
He didn't say anything about a back door. He said that this is your best way around because it gets you through the scaffolding.
So we can.
You're going underneath it, basically.
We can
so
either
we're gonna,
go
like,
to the west and go underneath some scaffolding, or optionally we could go around the east here.
I would think
And
that this side would be better.
There are more tents, so there might be more activity in that area.
I think
but
it'd
there
be
are
easier
just
to,
the dogs over there.
Yeah, I
Or
think
at
it'd
least
be
that's
easier
what
to
we
go
figured.
under the scaffolding on the west side.
I agree.
Okay.
So with our sneaky music, yeah, let's sneak to the west.
So you make your way around. You kind of sidle around the corner real quick. Come around the corner and you take a look around, and there are a couple of people. You definitely see slits in the woodworking above you, and you see the silhouettes of people walking by, doing their guard paces above you. Probably at least 2 to 3. You keep making your way around. One of you peers out around the side. Whoever wants to make a perception check, or you can have Core do it as well. I just said +2.
Core is probably better. What's your perception?
My perception bonus is going to be a +2 because of my wisdom score.
It's gonna be the same for Core then.
Okay.
I have nothing.
I'll be the one taking the peek.
If I can help him, I will.
Probably not much.
14 total.
Okay. So let me take a look here real quick. So
Oh, here. I don't have my inspiration anymore.
oh, thank you. So you take a look around, and there is another massive bonfire, and you see 2 people kind of working around it. What was your roll again? 14, did you say?
Total, yeah.
Okay. They're walking around, and it's almost like they're not bothered by the effect of the fire. Like, there's this gigantic, massive bonfire, the same size as the one that you saw before, probably at least 10 feet in circumference. And they're walking by it, like, you don't even see the light casting off of them.
Like they're just
They're just
within
completely
feet of
unaffected.
this massive fire.
Inches.
Like, are they resisting the fire?
Hard to say.
Well, looking at that, I also peer around. I assume I can see. Well, what can I see with the 14? So I see.
Q Workshop. Q Workshop.
Is that who you're going through?
I was thinking about it, but you have to actually order, like, you have to make an order with them. They have a minimum order of 250.
Dang.
Which actually is a lot less than I thought it would be.
Anyway, so I've peered around and I can see that. Can I see, like, I know I'm sort of on the tower's west side.
Yep.
And I've peered around. Can I see the front door from where I'm at?
You can see that there is a bit of a large opening, and there is some like light peering out from inside of it, which is weird because like it's an unnatural amount of light that's being spilled out from where this opening presumably is on the southern entrance of this tower. Otherwise, you see a couple of tents. You see these 2 people. You know that they're posing as druids at this point.
Mm-hmm.
That are just kind of tending to some things. Yeah, just about their daily business. They kind of turn and talk to each other a little bit.
So I'm curious about something.
Sure.
Can I see?
Something in my eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, dragging stuff out of your eye.
Yep.
So I see this. I'm next to this massive building, right?
Yep.
Looking out, perhaps like to the south, I don't see a giant wicker man, do I?
Oh, that's this part right here.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
Yep,
wait,
there's
wait,
not a
so-
bonfire on the map, but there is one there.
Okay. So wait, is this the first time I can see the wicker man? I think this is the first time I could see the wicker man.
Yes, that's true.
Any activity around there? I know I did roll a 14. So,
One person is kind of like, like one of the guys goes up to this this wicker effigy, this massive thing, and like even this guy standing next to it is like coming up halfway on the boot of this construction.
So it's pretty tall.
Very, very tall. It's rivals almost as tall as the tower. In fact. Now that being said, you notice that he's kind of like tending to and placing some of the things, and he like takes the butcher's apron that you that you offered and just kind of like tosses it off to the side, and there's like a reject pile of all sorts of weird stuff over there.
What is the stuff that like is
That is in the pillar?
rejected? Yeah.
So inside of the pillar is like flowers, all sorts of different ornaments, like garland almost. You see little bits of paper and like inscriptions. Kind of like
he wanted
in
to
there.
know what wasn't in. What's in the reject pile?
No, I want to know what was not in the reject pile. I want to know the stuff that they are offering.
Oh.
Yeah, so what I mentioned to you before, various things that you'd expect like a druid to have on them.
But no money.
Some
no,
beautiful
no jewels,
woodworking, no jewels or anything like that.
Well, I mean,
Personal
if it's
effects.
Burn it.
Hmm. I turn back around.
The reject pile is mostly like metals, like stuff that wouldn't catch, really.
I turn back around to you. And I go, over here. Is our play to get inside? I think it is.
I think we gotta get inside.
All
I mean,
right.
it's probably gonna get rough in there, but it'll be a lot less rough in there when we're not dealing with a whole encampment out here.
Additionally, I'm remembering the orc child is being held near here. Jack, where are you?
Yeah, where's Jack?
Is there a
Silence.
response? Fuck. Oh, damn it. Okay.
Inside the tower.
Alright, inside the tower, try to find Jack. And then she can point us out to where maybe the child is here in this encampment here. We can weed out the numbers.
Get in the tower.
Alright, so I want to sneak. I guess I'll lead the way.
Okay.
Yep, thought I had a blind notes for a second.
All right. So
And I want to round the corner thusly, keeping underneath the scaffolding if I still can. I don't know if it's...
Yep, the scaffolding does wrap around. Not quite, but it does go a little ways around.
Yeah, sticking underneath the scaffolding and staying stealthy. I want to get inside the tower.
Are you doing anything to assist in your stealth, or are you just like waiting for the guard to like not be looking and then trying to scoot in?
I want to stick to the shadow as best as I can, as what little shadow there is.
There's a massive bonfire casting light all around you.
All right. You could throw your unnatural shadow, but that would actually tell people that we're here.
No, I think we shouldn't. We should
Okay.
just try. Are we still outside? We gotta get inside.
Let's get inside. I think the only way I can do is just move quickly and
Yeah.
as agilely as possible. Just kind of
Go for
looking
it.
to dart inside the door.
Okay. So I need everybody to roll a stealth check for me, please.
Fresh stealth check. What fresh hell is this?
Sorry. First one was to get next to the tower. This one's to get in it.
Ooh, that was almost good.
I'm gonna take an average of the group. Somebody roll for Vagar and one for Core. Can we say 11 for calling it tonight? Would that be good for you, Mike? Joe?
Sure.
That's another 40 minutes.
I'm getting a little sleepy, but I know we're not really anywhere yet. Hold on, let me finish this rolls here. Vagar green, Core blue. Vagar 9, Core 16.
Okay.
Me 18 total.
9 plus 16 plus 18 plus what did End get?
Should I Tides of Chaos it?
If it can only benefit you.
Well, there's actually a chance that I'll Tides of Chaos it. Okay, 16. But now I've used Tides of Chaos. The next time I cast a spell, something's gonna happen.
So the group scored 14. And I would say that that's actually good enough to be able to sneak your way inside. These like kind of like larger double doors that seem to be like they push in. They're not like slats or anything like that. So you sneak your way inside of the tower and you notice a absolutely massive pile of debris inside of it.
Oh, on our drawing, is it this stuff?
Yes. So let me get here real quick. So inside, there is this massive pile of rubble, furniture and flooring. You look around, and it seems like it's collapsed in from the levels above it, completely covering the middle of this chamber. There's a small cluster of small little fire-like creatures, kind of burning the wooden beams along the walls.
Creatures?
Yes, like little fire elemental beasts, almost. Not like an elemental, but like little pixies.
Do they
Almost.
see us?
Size of a palm, bigger than the size of a palm.
I'd say about the size of like a volleyball.
Oh, okay. Well, I draw my nunchucks first of all.
Okay.
Just for the sake.
Is
So
there anywhere? I don't see stairs in here. Like, where can we go from here? Can we go down? Can we go up? Are there stairs? Are there stairs down?
It seems like any type of staircase in this particular area has either been burned away or collapsed in on itself. There must be another way.
The scaffolding.
The scaffolding.
on the outside.
No, we could fly. Or we could maybe get a rope up there. Or
I could
get-
probably hook a rope up there.
You
and
hear
we
the
could-
sounds of like giggling from these little fire creatures as they start to dance, and like their little trail of fire is kind of moving around, and one of them kind of turns in your direction and like kind of like starts giggling at you, like, as it's like bouncing in your direction, coming at
Hey, shut up! We're trying to figure something out here.
you. make an intimidation check on this little fire mesperate.
Yeah, like, hey, shut up!
Shut up!
What's your
I hope this works.
23.
20,
24.
All right, the only way this fails is if it gets a nat 20. Okay, it did not.
Does it get scared? Sorry.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You just talked to me about the fight with a freaking fire.
Who says charisma does nothing?
No one said that.
No one says that.
All right, so these little fire pixies basically are kind of like around the room. They're kind of like slowly leaving a smoldering trail. It seems like they're working together to try and burn down some of this rubble.
Can you get a rope up there? Maybe we could.
If I throw it,
Here, give it a shot.
can I throw a rope around? So I see,
Like a beam or something up
yeah,
there?
I see one of these beams up here. Can I like attach a dart, or I have pythons, like climbing pythons? Can I?
Is there a way that he could get a rope up there, or get 50 feet? I mean, this is all right. So that's 30. Yeah, so 50 feet you could get up there. Can you lasso a thing?
Yeah, is there any way you'd let me do that?
I mean, there is debris up there. You could try and see.
I have mage hand. Just make a loop, and I'll just hook
Oh.
it onto whatever we need.
Sure.
Go for it. I make a loop and he'll hook it onto like. So can we see that staircase up there? Is that there? Is that there?
The
Sealable?
staircases are in the scaffolding, so you're gonna have to do this twice, basically.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, yeah.
So
So can we
all the way up
can I-
at 30 feet.
Yeah. Can I use mage hand to put
As long as that has
30 feet is the range?
yeah, go ahead, try.
Okay, so I will use Mage Hand to take the loop of the rope and go up and find a good solid beam or something that will, withhold some weight, and I attach the rope so now there's a rope hanging from that first landing on the right if you're looking at the map down to us.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, with ease you're able to do that. Excuse me. So you kind of loop it up around this, and you feel like you've got a pretty good tug on it. You wouldn't want to jostle it around too much. It might shake it loose, but if you climb straight up, it seems like it might be a straight shot.
I'll take the first climb, see what I can do. Because I can decrease the amount of damage it does when I fall.
Wow,
Okay.
these red dice suck.
I
hate red. Red's the worst color ever.
So I will...
I hate red like you hate yellow, Joe.
Okay, I can get with that.
I attempt to climb up to this first... So, this thing up here on our drawing, is this a landing? Does this look flat?
Sort of. So, I mean, you got to consider that this is like a square tower, and this is viewed from the side. So, it's basically like a hole that is in the middle of this, and you're going to be climbing up through this hole.
Oh, so is this break in the ceiling a circular hole with
Pretty
the
much,
completed with some sort of completed
Yeah,
landing?
you
or
can make your way
platform?
around it, I would say, yeah.
With some sort. Oh, so help me understand the internal space here. So we come in, lots of stuff, wooden stuff in front of us. Look up. There's a hole in the ceiling, a circular hole in the ceiling,
And you've just looped your rope onto one of the slats that's sticking out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So potentially one could climb up
Is there a door over here?
Well,
No.
we weren't.
So the
we couldn't see
scaffolding
that.
doesn't lead up to a door on this side.
Not on that side, on the other side, on the west side, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
You could potentially like crouch down and hide behind the staircase in case anybody's coming down.
Potentially. All right,
Right.
up I go.
Okay. All right. Easily enough with your strength, you're able to make your way up there.
Yeah, I'm so hench.
And as all of this happens, you kind of start to make your way up, and you get to the very, very top. And as you look up, you see someone kneeling down, saying, "Hello there."
I grab him.
with one hand as you're still held into place.
Yep.
Do I see this?
Yeah, I would assume as much. So you're gonna have to make a grappling check. I'm gonna say you're gonna do it with disadvantage because you got one hand.
Yep.
Uh,
Okay, 10. 10. Okay, 10 both times. So
are you trying to like throw him off? Or?
basically,
Okay.
I wanted to be the one to take the first move because otherwise he kicks me in the head or he stabs me or whatever. So my athletics check here.
Yep.
All right, 15 total.
You got a 4.
Yes.
So you grab this dude, and are you trying to like Assassin's Creed him over the side?
I guess I'll just
down into the debris.
I guess we're just gonna
Yeah.
kick off.
Batman,
I hoof
Arkham-
him.
Arkham
I hoof
City.
him back down.
Okay.
So he's gonna fall 30 feet.
All right. Sounds good.
3d10 damage, right? Or 3d6?
I thought it was a D4.
Falling, I think, is at least a d6.
I did not know that. Falling damage. There is some
Should I
sort of...
stick the fire sprites on him?
Yes.
Hey,
Kill him. Get him.
hey, listen to me.
You just
once-
take off the makeup, look like a tiefling again.
Mm,
All right. So falling is 1d6 bludgeoning for every 10 feet. That's 30 feet. So he's going to take.
May I?
3D10s. Did I
At
hear
least
you?
let him do it.
Oh. Did I hear you right? 3D what's?
3d6.
7, 6. Total is
13.
13 points of falling bludgeoning damage.
All right, and he's landed on stuff. So roll a d8 for me.
A D8? Okay.
He's fallen on debris. I mean, he's gonna get stabbed some way.
3.
So you grab this dude by like the collar, and you throw him. Ah! And like one of the spare pieces of wood that's just sticking straight up, just.
And I'm like, all I saw was watching you go up, and then I hear.
And like, there's this guy that's like splintered and like splayed out over it. And his like legs are like hanging still because he hasn't fallen all the way down through the spike, and they're kind of like twitching like a spider's after you kill it.
Wong.
Yeah.
Don't fall.
You look down and like Cor's giving you like a big thumbs up.
Yeah.
All
I bring the mage hand up and I put a thumbs up to you.
I look up into the room. Is there anybody else?
You do start to hear the sounds of like footsteps coming down stairs.
Coming downstairs, huh?
Yep.
All right. Well, I want to get into some sort of tactically ready position. So,
All right, so-
I say, hurry up.
So you hoist yourself up real quick.
Right.
Rygar,
Okay.
can you carry me up?
Nah.
I mean, I've got my wand.
Oh
I
yes.
could-
Yes. Because I'm could effectively be fighting. I know what I could possibly do. I don't know if it'll work, but I can certainly.
Why is it always gotta be heights?
Sorry, buddy.
Alright, so we have a 5, 10, 15, 25. 5, 10,
30.
15,
30 feet
25.
high.
I think he's drawing the
Yeah, the size of this building.
because this is like 15. So that. Can I just say that was
That was awesome.
that's fun.
I'm just picturing my perception. How's it going?
All right.
What was that guy wearing, just out of curiosity?
Like leather armor, basically.
Okay.
So your rope came up over here.
Okay.
It's like a double set of stairs. So like it goes up here, and then there's another set going up higher here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
So like the other staircase, you could possibly go underneath it, but there's another staircase.
Where is he?
So if I'm over
Long's
here,
right there, and the dude just fell through. What is everybody doing as you start to hear a bit of a kerfuffle above you?
Can we get up there? Vagar, can you take... I mean, I can give it a go.
Just hang on tight, and he like hoists you up over his shoulder, and starts making his way up.
Okay.
All right. Can I hold an action of throwing a dart at at anybody who comes down these stairs into my range?
Yep.
All right. I want to prep that action.
Okay. Cool. We can make that happen. And everybody else does eventually find their way up there. And the moment that everybody's kind of like up into place, you do see 3 people coming down the staircase, all in kind of garbed robes, making their way down this staircase here. So you've got 1, 2, 3.
Holy shit!
Whoa, hello. Are they like, hey, what's going on? Or are they walking?
They are totally hostile, like weapons drawn out.
Do we want some markers for our companions who have joined us?
Yeah. Why don't we do? I actually have Core's menu. Roll initiative in the meantime.
Oh, good. Dun dun
Do you
dun
think if I
dun
used
dun
major
dun
image
dun.
to make it look like there was no ground here, it would help?
No ground here.
Like if I
Like a
used
program.
major image to make the ground disappear even though it was actually there. I don't know if that would actually help.
I don't know. One can assume they patrol this semi-regularly, so...
Alright, so for the sake of brevity, I'm going to say that whoever does core can either use his Eldritch Blast or can make an attack with a sword and add +2.
Okay.
I rolled such bad initiative, I'm so upset.
I got a 10 for initiative.
Okay. So these guys all go on the same turn. Which is
10
actually
for
pretty quick
initiative. 10 for initiative. I'll go for core.
Okay.
Cool.
So, what is everybody's initiative here?
10?
10.
Oh, should we roll again?
Do, core.
Or you can choose.
Core, can get a 14
I got a 16.
initiative.
I got a 16 on my second roll. Just who wants to go first, you or me?
Oh, I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay, so help me out here between all of you.
Core got a 14 initiative.
Okay.
Are you rolling for...
Just me.
Oh,
I got a 10 and then I re-rolled.
Joe, why don't you run Vagar since you already played him before?
Oh, okay. Do you want me to take his character sheet, his stuff too?
If
or
you
just...
have it, yeah.
I think I still have it.
Okay.
All right. So Vagar, I don't know what his I don't know what his initiative is. So hang on.
I would just say +2 for the sake of brevity.
13 then.
Okay. All right. So.
It's actually +1, but
And what did N get?
10.
Okay. But he tied with Wong, but Wong won the dice roll.
Yeah.
Sure,
Wong
gentleman's
will go
agreement.
first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Wong, you get your first attack with your.
Actually, I should go first because I can do things that can help you.
Oh, then go for it. And we'll go first.
Got it. All right. So you get your first dart throw because you were ready.
All right, I'm throwing at off Gray.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Very
20 to hit.
stealthy battle.
Hits. And I'm gonna switch this music here real quick.
6 damage.
All right. Pretty solid hit.
Yeah. Oh, I got a mark.
Dart
off.
makes contact. Looks good.
Dun, 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 dun.
Actually, these guys are pretty well armored by the looks of it.
Shit. So that wasn't too so good.
They do have a shield out, although, yeah, currently longsword shield, but your attack is still the same. What was it? Was it 16? You said?
Oh gosh, I forgot what I rolled to hit.
Okay, you hit him
Okay.
for sake of brevity.
Okay.
Okay. All right, solid hit.
All right. Who's up first?
You actually, all three of them are. So
Shit.
all three of them, seeing them take the one dart, all hold out their longsword and erupts in flame.
They have flaming longswords.
Fire resistance.
So one of them jumps down. The one in the front there.
Off
Yep.
gray? Yep.
Yep. Runs over towards End.
This is end.
Yep. Runs over towards End. Makes an attack with the longsword. What is your AC?
Oh dear.
Oh, I gotta change his music.
Mm.
It's throwing me off.
14.
Because you took that feat so you could actually wear some armor.
Yep. Can't wear much, but
Bum, 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 bum.
uh,
I do have Hellish Rebuke though. But
Hellish
they're
Rebuke.
probably resistant to fire. Okay. But it's something.
17 plus stuff hits, so that is going to
Yeah.
be a D8 plus. Okay, so
Okay.
6 plus 5. 11 points of damage from the fiery sword coming down.
Well,
at
okay,
you.
hold on. How much of that was fire damage?
5 of that was fire damage.
I have fire resistance.
Okay, so you take 2.
Okay, so 9 total?
Yes.
Okay.
if you're ever curious, by the way, Chris, that song is Volatile Reaction from Kevin MacLeod.
Okay, well, I guess that's what we're going to do right now.
Okay,
All right, so
happens.
that happens.
Can I cast Hellish Rebuke?
If you want to, yeah,
It's a reaction.
sure.
Hellish
Well-
Rebuke!
While you get that ready, the second cultist comes down around and heads over to you, Wong.
Okay. Base to base.
Yep, is going to make an attack at you.
Okay.
What is your AC?
My AC is 17.
19, these guys are passing around.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
9 points of damage.
Wait. Yeah, I cast it at second level, so 3d10 damage. I got 28 fire damage on Hellish Rebuke.
What?
Did I hear you right? 9
Those
damage?
are D10s.
Yeah. 3d10 fire damage. Once per long rest, I can use Hellish Rebuke. I can cast it at second level. That's 3d10.
Yeah.
Chris, did I hear you right? That was
Oh, but
9
they have
damage?
to do a save. They have to do a dex save.
Okay. Does 13 save?
No.
Okay. So the first one does take all of the full damage. How much?
What do you mean?
was it?
What do you mean the first one?
Sorry,
Him.
that guy you're attacking?
He hit me as my reaction. I'm casting Hellish Rebuke, and
For how much?
He takes 10, 20, because the zeros are 10s, right?
Yep.
10, 20, 8 fire damage.
Whew! Solid hit, and the one that already had the crossbow in him as well. So let's see.
Does he appear to be resistant? Does fire not hurt him as much?
Let's see. You're right. He does not. So unfortunately, he does not take as much damage, but it does still seem like a pretty solid hit. Yeah. So that's it for him. That guy just made his attack on you. The other third one is going to jump down off of the stairs on the side and actually head towards Yagar.
Can he occupy this space? Is that sort of so he wants to come here?
Nope. He wants to go to the space to the he's going to
Here?
jump down and be
Oh,
at
so
Yagar.
so he's like coming around these.
So
Right.
it's like here or here?
Right there.
Okay.
And he's going to take a swipe with his flaming sword here real quick.
Yikes!
This one kind of seems like he's a bit of a boss for all the other ones. Thank you, Joe. Another 19. Not playing nice.
Oh, let's not do the flash though, because that's
That'll be overpowering.
Embarrassing!
what?
It's embarrassing!
The flash?
Joe, can you take a picture?
Why is it embarrassing?
No. So, let's see. Yagar is going to take 12 points of damage.
Get out of your way.
Okay. Yagar is going to take 12 points of damage.
Yep.
I will record that.
All right, after that, End, it is your turn.
No, I'm just clearing myself.
It's End's turn?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Still getting Vagar's stuff here. He didn't long rest since last I used him.
Oh,
Come on! He took how much damage? Vagar took
11,
how much damage?
I believe. Right?
yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
He's enraging it.
Okay.
I have too many dice out here. I don't know which ones.
Okay. End.
Wong, you're up next, and then get Core and
Okay.
Vagar's ready.
End is going to take. Oh boy. I think I did use Tides of Chaos.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
So does Tides of Chaos go off if I use the magic missile wand?
I don't think so, because you're not... Well, actually, you are casting a spell, sort of.
Does it go off if I cast Hellish Rebuke? Because that's a tiefling ability.
I don't think so.
Okay. I mean, it's a spell, but it's a tiefling ability, so I don't actually know. Okay, I've got Subtle Spell and I've got Careful Spell. Okay. So, alright, if I fall, I can cast Fly, so I better just keep that available.
30 seconds.
Yeah. I'm going to use the Wand of Magic Missiles.
Okay.
I'm going to...
On which one? The one that just attacked you?
The one that just attacked me, yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Off Gray here.
And I am going to use... Let me see. One charge cast the first level version of the spell. I'm trying to figure out how much damage... Because it's confusing. I'm sorry. It does 1d4 plus 1. It does 3 of those darts at first level.
Correct. So 3d4. Unless you
Yeah.
want to cast it at a higher level.
I'm going to cast it at 3rd level.
So that's 5 shots.
Yeah, so it's 5 darts.
Okay.
So 5 darts. I've actually got them all.
Okay.
Gotta get them all.
Just missing my blue one. There we go. 5 darts, so it's 5d4 plus 1. Force damage, no save, no AC.
Yep.
2, 4, 5, 8, 10, 15 force damage. from the
Okay.
Wand of Magic
Another
Missiles.
solid hit. He's looking pretty bloody.
What a bloody mess.
As a bonus action, I am going
Are you
to...
good on your next turn?
Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do.
As a bonus action, I'm going to Misty Step. And I'm going to Misty Step... how far can I Misty Step?
Important
Up to 30, I
to
can-
know.
Misty Step up to 30 feet, right?
Sure.
Well, that's what it says. So 5, 10. So I'm going to Misty Step away because I need to do that. 10, 20, 30. Can I Misty Step onto the stairs?
If you have enough range.
Is this... It's 30 feet, 10, 20, 30, but this is stairs.
No. Diagonals, you pretty much count every other one.
Yeah. 10, 20, 30.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I'm saying
yeah.
it's on the stairs, so there's some elevation.
That's fine.
Okay, so I'm going to Misty Step over there.
Gone. They don't get a reaction, right? They don't get a attack of opportunity.
I
think
don't...
that's the
I
point
don't
of,
think so,
I thought
'cause
that was the
it's-
point of Misty Step.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
cool.
teleporting away.
All right, one. You're up.
All
Good.
right.
Good, Joe.
Yeah. Well, I have to do the Tides of Chaos.
Okay, do that, but make your attack.
Okay.
And also, Joe, when you're done, get Core's attack ready.
Okay.
First attack with a nunchuck
Okay.
is a 17 to hit.
Hits.
9 plus 8 is
Just
17.
barely. You're able to get in.
Oh, wait, no. Hold on. 82. You can take 1 additional action immediately. It's still my turn.
Okay.
Sorry.
Can I keep this hit? Okay.
Do
it. Do it. And
I'm going to use the wand again. Yeah. I'm going to use the wand again, and I'm going to cast it this time at... Son of a gun, how many charges do I have left? Wait, I cast it there. Okay, now I have 4 charges left. I'm going to cast it at... I'm sorry, Chris. I'm trying to get this down. 1 charge is 3 darts.
Well, I was going to find new music.
I'll cast it at 2nd level this time, so only 4d4.
With the wand of magic missiles?
I'll just cast it at first.
Okay.
I wanna
I'm the
see.
same guy?
Same guy.
All right.
So I have One of magic missiles strike. Banff, one with magic missiles again.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so your strikes
5, 9.
hit him directly
12.
in the back, and he falls face forward onto the ground.
Is he dead?
Yep.
All right.
One.
Cool. All right.
So
First
you made your
hit.
attack, right?
First hit was that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Using the second 1 point of damage.
Okay. So that's 11 total?
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
All right. Second
was your-
strike. Yep. Second strike. 7. 16.
This is with an unarmed attack?
No, this is the nunchucks.
I think you only make one attack with your nunchucks.
No,
Unless
as a monk, I get 2 attacks per attack action.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So the 16 actually does bounce off of his shield.
Shit. All right. I will spend a key point.
You just barely got it in there with that 17.
All right. Spending a key point. Flurry of blows. My unarmed strikes are now doing a d6 damage, so hit. First unarmed strike, 14 plus 8 is 22 to hit.
Hits.
6 points of damage.
Okay.
Last unarmed strike, 18.
And the unarmed strike is as your bonus action, is that correct?
I spent a key point to do 2 unarmed strikes.
2 nunchuck hits, 2 unarmed strikes.
Yes.
Okay. And what was the attack roll?
18.
Hits?
And the damage is 8.
Okay. Another solid flurry of hits here.
Mm-hmm.
Working out pretty well in your favor.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right. That's it for you?
That is it for me.
Okay. Kor's turn, and then Vagar. So,
Cora's gonna just take a swing.
Can I try to pee?
yes.
Sword strike. What are we adding for this for expediency?
You're doing Kor?
Sure.
+2.
All right. So 5, 7. No good. Swings wide.
All right. I don't think there's anything else the Kor can do, but this encounter was balanced for 2 of you anyway, so... Anyway, that's the end of Kor's turn unless he wants to move. Oh, actually, he needs to move... Oh, no, he's right there. So after... I want to keep you in the loop. After this combat happens, something's going to happen that's probably going to take like 10-15 minutes or so
Sure.
to like wrap up the story for the night.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Sure.
You want anything in the meantime?
No, I'm all right.
Oh.
Hello. Hey, Sonia.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
My cat almost ran directly into you. Alright, so it is actually Vagar's turn. Kor swung wide and missed.
Alright, Vagar.
His corpse is still there. That's an obstacle right now.
Okay. Vagar is going to go... he's just going to get away from that hole a little bit and go over here.
Okay.
And he's going to rage.
Okay.
Rage.
And he's going to go reckless attack. And he's going to attack with his great axe.
Sure.
What a great axe.
Mm-hmm. So, it's been a while here. I think he gets advantage when he's raging. You have to remember, advantage on strength
That's probably going to be
checks.
high enough.
Okay.
16 plus stuff.
16 plus stuff.
That hits their armor class of 17.
Alright, you got it. Then I get a +2 melee damage to the damage, which is going to be d12 plus 4. d12. So 9 plus 4, 13 plus 2, 15 damage.
Seriously solid hit.
15 damage.
Okay.
And I will not go frenzy this time. So, yeah, just straight
attack and move.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So the first one is down. The second one kind of like imbues himself with this red hot fiery energy, seeing his comrade go down, and he's actually going to take 2 swipes at you, Wong, with a fiery weapon here.
Oh, right.
Which is going to be first is a miss, second is a miss. You're able to narrowly dodge both out of the way.
Fucking, I wish his buddy was still there so I could just make him hit his dude.
Oh, sorry.
Oh well.
The second one is up. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Wow, this die worked real well last time. All right, so both cultists suck this time around. Seeing their buddy go down must have been some huge morale swing for them. Anyway, and you're up.
Okay.
Wong, you're up after that.
All right.
Ready.
I know fire damage isn't going to do a lot. Can I use 2-weapon fighting to throw 2 daggers?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay. 2-weapon fighting
As Wong? Or as End?
as end. Yeah.
You have that?
I actually have... Well, everyone has 2-weapon fighting.
Okay.
And you can throw daggers.
Sure.
And it's dexterity, not strength.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
sounds good.
You take the action... You can use a bonus action to attack with a different landing move. You don't add your ability modifier to the damage of the bonus attack.
If you roll a 1, I'm going to say that there's a possibility it hits Wong.
I won't roll a 1. All right.
He says that.
So first attack, I'm aiming at this guy right here.
I assume as much.
I'm going to throw a dagger at him. That is a 23.
Hits.
Okay. 1d4 plus 2.
Okay.
4 piercing damage.
All right. First goes in. Second.
Second one is
When you roll this one, roll your attack and damage dice at the same time.
Oh, I did. I've been doing that.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just trying to burn through this as quick as possible because I have something that I want to happen after this, and I want to get through combat quick.
Sure.
I'm a little bit confused though. What do I not do with? Don't add your ability modifier to the damage of the bonus attack.
Yeah, so whatever you're
So
doing.
just straight
Also,
dice.
it's your offhand, so no. What is it?
Proficiency.
Proficiency.
It doesn't say that.
Unless you have
modifier to
that
the damage.
two-handed fighting skill, that's implied. I can promise you that.
Okay, so then I just got a 9 plus nothing, or plus my dex, or
Plus your dex, but you don't add proficiency if you're using your offhand. I promise that's a rule, and if you want to say it's for character reasons, it's also you got a limp hand.
all right. So
That's
I
what
just
makes rangers with two-handed fighting so good.
Okay, so I just add my dexterity.
Correct. But if you roll the 9, you're probably not going to hit anyway.
It's 11.
Miss.
Okay.
All right. Whose turn? Mine.
Is that the end of End's turn?
Yeah, I actually
it
don't know.
is.
Okay, Wong, you're up.
All right. Cool.
I've got my
Nunchuck.
reaction.
First strike. 13.
Plus total?
No, yeah, total.
Miss. Kind of deflects it with the shield.
I'm out of daggers now. By the way, I just threw them both.
22.
Hits.
11 points of damage.
Okay. And that is actually enough. And he goes tumbling down into the pit.
Oh.
Wait, my dagger's in him.
All right. Can I move?
Yep.
I will move into base to base
Okay.
and spend another key point. 4 key points. Flurry of blows. 2 unarmed strikes. 15.
Misses.
Okay. Last unarmed strike.
Somebody get Tor
Nat
and
20.
Hagar ready. Oh, maybe not. Go ahead.
6.
This is your unarmed strike?
This is a natural 20.
Yeah.
Double the dice.
Great. I rolled a 6.
Cool.
12.
12 damage.
Uh,
Not enough to be a knockout, but
Do I add modifier as well?
yes.
All right.
You don't double the modifier.
all right.
You just double
12. 17 points of damage. I came in with the super kick on that one.
All right. Solid. Crack across the jaw.
Yeah.
Core's up.
Looping kick.
Cool. Oh, your core.
Yeah. Is that base to base? Will that
Yeah,
get
it's
a
fine, you can
get a
still
swing? I'll just swing with his sword.
You've been playing miniature games?
Why?
Because that's like a Warhammer term, isn't it?
My little brother is way into Warhammer. 9.
Miss.
I don't know if
Core sucks.
a D6 is the proper for a longsword or whatever he swings, but
Oh, I
I
would have
think it's
missed
a
anyway.
D8, but
All right. Vagar's up.
still raging. I'm
Yep.
going to do the same thing that I did before. Here I go. Boom, boom. Oh, with advantage. I'm raging.
what are you doing? I missed it the last
no,
time. I
sorry.
tried-
Raging doesn't give me advantage. Does it?
Not on attack. A reckless attack would give you advantage. You just have advantage on other things, like your various checks.
Oh, strength checks and saving throw. Okay, well,
Mhm.
reckless attack.
Yeah.
Advantage. Here we go. Nat 20.
Hooray!
It's
And it's going to be 11 times 2,
22.
22, plus 2, plus...
brings the
More
great
stuff.
axe down, cleaves the dude's head in half, and he has to like kick him to get him off of the axe, and the dude falls backwards and kind of like rolls down into the pit. Sure.
wait, don't loot the body. Don't let him roll in the pit.
All right, then fine. Yeah.
Wong, stop him from falling in the pit.
I just put my foot out.
Sure. All right, so you loot the body. Roll this.
Whoa!
Is this a d20?
30
Oh, okay. 21.
gold pieces.
How about the other body?
The one that fell.
No, this
Oh,
one.
This one?
If you're looting it, roll.
Give, please. Thank you. Aw, just 20.
Okay,
Still,
I'll
not
take
bad.
21, you take 20.
Yeah.
One of them does have a potion of healing on them as well.
Do you
I'll
want
let
this
give you that
and-
up however you want.
Do you want that?
Um,
Do you want
sure,
that
yeah, I'll
potion of
take
healing?
it.
Take
I'll
the
take
potion
it.
of healing. Yeah.
Okay. So as all of this is happening, Wong, you hear a buzzing in your ear. Wong. Yes. I'm a few floors above you. But I found where the girl is. You'll have to send the rest of the group.
2? Send the rest of the group where?
She hesitates for a moment. The bonfire, outside. It's an illusion, guarding a trap door.
Do I buy that?
Make an insight check.
Why wouldn't you?
No, she hesitates, and that's tripping Mike's spidey sense, so natural 20.
Wow. You do sense that she's telling the truth, but this isn't like the normal Jack confidence that
Okay.
you've managed to get out of her.
Okay, cool. Yeah, something felt off, at least in Mike's mind. So the group's we gotta go to the bonfire.
I would send the whole group down there for
All right.
their own safety, but Wong, stay behind. Guard the path. But I'll be down in a moment for you.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm reaching over the end using Mage Hand to get my dagger out of the guy that fell down to the bottom of the pit.
Sure.
And retrieving my second dagger as well.
I relay the message that the girl is being held. The bonfire is an illusion outside. The girl is being held in what was it?
In a trap door underneath this illusory bonfire.
In a trapdoor underneath.
Which does kind of click for you
Oh,
as the
that
people
nobody was
around weren't
getting-
being affected.
Okay, yeah, that's why they weren't getting light.
Oh, they weren't even. Oh,
Yeah, that's why they weren't even being affected by the light, because it wasn't actually there.
Huh.
Why
Alright,
did she tell
that's
you?
where-
Why did she tell you to stay behind?
I don't know. I think she's got something important she wants to tell me. I don't know.
Where is she?
Apparently, a few levels up.
I'm not in favor of splitting up right now.
Yeah, me either.
How about we all go up and then go to the bonfire?
She did ask for me alone, but
How about we don't care?
all right, sure.
I don't like the things that happened when we split up before. There were dragons.
Yeah.
Where's my daughter?
We're about to talk to the woman who knows.
Okay.
Up we go, I guess.
I'm that's sketch. Let's not do exactly what she says. Let's get her. Let's see her.
Okay. I'll trust your instincts. I'll trust your instincts.
Okay. And I guess that's where we'll end it for the night.
All right.
There's ways to disguise your voice. Someone else could have got her sending stone.
True.
No
All
one,
right.
no one who is any sort of intelligent about an adventuring party says, "You guys should leave one dude behind and everyone else come down into this magic trapdoor." No.
Something about that is a bit something. All right. Let's call it there.
All right.
Sorry, was that too meta? I was really trying to play it as end. Like, no.
It was a little meta, but it's okay.
I was just like, that just seems like a terrible idea.
What happens when you split the party?
And doesn't like to do things just because someone said, "Oh, you should do this." Be like, "Nope. You need to tell me why."
Let's see what happens. Maybe I get hurled off of the top of this thing.
Could be.
Well, I can fly after you now. Didn't keep Featherfall